There, already messing things up. Hit the volume, yeah. Hi there, and welcome to another exciting episode of Wave the Brush with me, your host, Kris, aka Mini Wargamer Kris, aka the Name Butcher, aka Hey Tolo, turn on the volume. Turn it up!
Playback, tap to retry. Oh, we're back.
Yeah, stop connecting.
I did.
I don't think you need to connect these. You don't need the chat. I got the chat right here.
How am I supposed to harass the monkeys?
Anyway, joined today by Tolo, aka Dave,
I'm back.
aka what else do you go by? Just Tolo?
Yeah.
What Tolo? What is the full handle? Tolo
Canadian?
Tolo Canadian? Because Tolo means what? Crazy or something?
Yes.
Silly?
Crazy Canadian.
Crazy Canadian? Crazy Canadian.
Half and half, right?
Half and half.
El Portugueso and Canadiano. Eh?
So, there we are. So, Wave the Brush, the most informative 120 minutes on the internet on the wargaming lifestyle. I think I already talked about that. And so, we're basically just going to talk about anything, everything, painting, hobby, whatever. Of course, the show started just a little bit late because, well, I was busy.
I had to go taser him to get the show started.
Yeah,
like I said.
Had to tase me. Yeah. Of course, if you're brand new to the show, you can ask your questions. Kris at miniwargaming.com. It's in the description below. Of course, you can always, if you're attending live, you can always ask your questions live. And of course, you can also join us on Discord. The link is in the description below. And I leave that up all the time. And I talk with the monkeys all the time. And it's been really fantastic. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. It's just been great. It's a great way because, I mean, like, we do gaming nights, and so, like, it's been really fun having, being able to just kind of say, hey, who's up for a game? And then we jump into a game kind of thing, right? And so it's been really fantastic. Of course, we have all different kind of channels going on, so, like, some work in progress galleries. We also got some humor stuff going on. All sorts of fun stuff going on the Discord channel. So join us there because, and especially, it's kind of like we do it like an after show. It's like the after show.
What he's trying to say is it's not safe for work.
It's safe for, well, it's mostly safe for.
Until you go into the.
Well, no, because like we've got some
memes.
young viewers in there, like Aqua
or
Lego. Lego's a young fella. He's in Ireland, and I mean, he's I try to keep it a somewhat safe environment. I mean, he watches this show. He knows like what we're.
He's Irish.
And he's Irish. I'm sure he's
probably drinking Guinness already.
He's probably already drinking Guinness already.
He was born in Guinness, in a big vat of Guinness.
I was just drinking Guinness last night. It was delicious. I love Guinness.
But the problem is it's Canadian Guinness. It's not really Guinness.
No?
No.
Really?
It's much, much different.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I enjoy this Guinness. Well, then I'm going to have to go to Ireland and try a real Guinness.
You will.
Right from the keg.
From the keg.
Right from the keg. So, of course, speaking of monkeys, I can see a whole bunch of us already joining today. I can see Arturo Patet. Twitchy Kranos, there he is. Twitchy Kranos, he's over in Scotland, I do believe.
Ha! Balnagascavany.
That's terrible.
I spent 3 months there.
So? That makes you fluent?
No, I was up in Aberdeen. I was trying to hide from the sheep and the farmers and the rest of the Scots.
Because you're a small, hairy fella?
That's right.
Oh.
If he disappears, nobody will ever know.
Yeah, he's one of those dark sheep. Oh no, he's a dark sheep. Anyway, Lord Krabby, sup?
He's so fuzzy.
Aquamaster, there he is. That's Lego. Ghost of Starman Deluxe, sup, monkeys? Clumsy Juggler joining us. Hello, everyone. Guymere Alfer, he's aka Carl. He's the kind fella who does the intro music for our email segments, which always brings a smile to my face. And of course, Carl's got a channel, Beer and Blood Bowl, and it's always fun to listen to those guys banter back and forth while they play Blood Bowl. And so if you love your Blood Bowl and you love a little bit of banter between buddies while they're enjoying beer while playing, tune into his channel because it's good fun. Spite you, howdy monkeys, howdy Kris. Moosehead Painting, hi Kris and the monkeys.
Moosehead Painting. He must be from out east.
Moosehead Painting, he's out east. Why? Why do you say that?
Moosehead.
Is Moosehead out east?
Yes.
Is it? Oh.
Yes.
I enjoy Moosehead. That's a good beer too.
St. John, New Brunswick.
Is it?
That's where the wife is from.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You got any pictures of her?
Of what?
Your wife.
Creep? No. Do you?
Yeah. Anyway. Ruben Matnov. Hey, Kris and Tolo and everyone else. Been a while. Well, welcome, Ruben. Raziel Wargamer. There he is. Hey, Monkai and Kris. G Squared. Hey, monkeys. Hey, Kris. Johnny Chop Shop. May the brush be with you, and also with you.
Amen.
Anthony B. Kris, you need a shotgun. The Guinness keg.
If you could shotgun a Guinness keg, if you can shotgun oak, unless you mean like an aluminum, and then it's
bite
like,
into the side.
Just bite into the side.
Yeah, it's like how they describe like the space wolves and stuff. You know, how they drink just kegs all night long. Yeah. Anyway, Angel Hernandez. Hello, Grey Death Angel. Hi, all you apes. Dark Commission. Hi, Kris and monkeys. Anthony B. Doesn't Moosehead have a lime variant? Ugh. I'm not really crazy about the lime variants. You know, like when they do like the Bud Lime and I think even Corona they've gotten in on that doing the lime. And I mean
that was the original beer for the Corona.
Yeah, that's the original thing with the
lime for the Corona.
It's throwing a lime in.
Yes.
Yeah, you put the lime in the coconut. But I mean,
that's just to keep the flies away. You know, that's the real reason why they do it in Mexico.
Yeah, that's why I know because it's perfect. That's why I do it.
I don't think that would work up in cottage country.
You know, because the horse flies this big.
That's right. They take your beer.
In Canada, we have horse flies like this big. They'll take actual chunks out of your skin, biting you.
Yeah,
they're huge, and you can always tell a horse fly because, or they call them deer flies as well.
You could hear them. Never mind when you see them.
You think, oh, look at a pretty butterfly. Oh no, it's a whole swarm of them. Oh my god, I'm going to die.
Like the Nurgle plague beasts or whatever.
Yeah, that's what they're exactly like.
You should get some and taxidermy them.
Yeah, just to show people, like some of the big ones.
No, and you put a plague right on top. Yeah. Piece of Nurgle, or not piece of Nurgle.
Another fun one is the pine bugs.
Pine bugs?
Yeah, they'll bite you and they hurt too because they got big pinchers.
I don't remember the pine bugs.
Yeah, they got big. Oh, they were all open in the Sioux and everything.
Yeah,
we're from up northern Ontario, and so like you get these really wicked
roses, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Moosehead Painting. Nope, I'm northern Sweden. He's in Sweden.
What the heck? He's a wannabe Canadian.
Is he? Are Sweden's wannabe Canadians?
I guess so.
Do you think so?
Yeah. From what I've heard about Sweden lately, I don't know.
Why? What did you?
Don't get into politics. Don't get into politics. Don't get into politics.
He started it.
I finished it.
Anthony B, you need to YouTube Billy Buck Roscoe. He actually shotguns a keg. It's hilarious. Well, maybe we'll have to check that out later.
Billy Bob Roscoe.
No, Billy Buck Roscoe. Roscoe.
Pico train. Goo goo goo.
Goo goo goo. Ghost Star Man Deluxe. Speaking of Nurgle, thoughts on Mortarion model? I like it. What do you think?
It looks alright. I kind of called it. Because everybody's like, oh, no, he'll be as big as Magnus. I'm like, nah, I don't see it. And I said, he's going to be in a tri-pack. Him and Typhus, for sure.
Are they in a tri-pack? Are they?
Yeah. Did you watch the 1.5 minute comedy video, right?
Oh, was that the three guys?
Yeah, that was Typhus. Well, people are assuming. They didn't really say, right? But you know who the other guy was, right?
No.
Epidemus.
Oh, is that?
The accountant. That's why he had a... is it an Alcobus? What is those stupid... Abacus? He had an abacus of skulls. Abacus skulls, and he had a pencil and a book. That's why he's saying fudge the numbers, right? Gotcha. Fudge the numbers. The accountant, I call him.
Okay.
Because all accountants are evil. I figured, you know what, there'd be like a tri-pack, and I just didn't figure that they would do him, because I don't see him up here on your thing, but I have the old metal one of him with a whole bunch of nerdlings on the bottom carrying him on the Palanquin.
Oh, the Palanquin one.
Yeah. No, Epidemus.
Yeah. I don't think that was his name though. He was just a Nurgle lord on Palanquin though.
No, he was Epidemus. Epidermis. He's in the book.
Anywho, the new Mortarion model, I think he's really cool. I love the wings, but I think he's just really busy with...
Something with his face.
Yeah.
I can't really see it. I don't know.
Why is my table slippery? It's not freaking butter. That's what it is. You had freaking butter on here.
Butter.
Anyway, I was wondering why my table is so slippery.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah, it's lube.
I've seen the end.
Watch for the 4-finger dip. Anyway, Tyvit, our
7 layers.
Mortarian, he's just a little busy. He's just a little bit busy, I think. I mean,
but a lot of even the new plague or the Death Guards are there.
I know, and
there's stuff.
Yeah, they're just full of gibbly-gook, and they're all that monopose, and I'm not excited about a lot of monopose stuff. I like, being able to model and
convert.
Yeah, I mean, like, sure, a Space Marine is a Space Marine, but I mean, like, being able to just move, just being able to move his head left and right, I mean, is not enough for me. I mean, I want to have the arms in different positions. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be nice if he had the legs in different positions, if he was like running or in standing or in guard, or you know what I mean? Like, having different poses for the models, I think, is very key and gives the kits longevity, because I mean, otherwise, because we're going to see a bunch of Mortarian.
But that's what they don't want. They want the monoposers out. Then in 2 months, more monoposers come out, and you're like, oh, well, I got to buy it to look different, right?
Yeah, sure. From a business standpoint, sure. I mean, I could see that.
I mean, 3-cent models.
Yeah,
we won't get there.
No.
And the whole lawsuit deal that's going on right now.
That's not the lawsuit. Yeah, the lawsuit. I don't think that's gonna do much for Buddy.
No, but it brings awareness. The way that I look at it, I don't think he's doing it for money per se.
Well,
it is America. Sue everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the Donald Trump method, right? Just sue everybody, even though he loses half of them. I mean, like,
it would be horrifying. They'll be fine.
I don't know. It just seems really frivolous, and it doesn't really because I mean, like, if Games Workshop actually had a monopoly on it,
well, they kind of do. They're the only ones that really produce it. They're trying to drive out the bits part.
But that's what But that's, I mean, yeah.
But even Privateer Press is going that way, which is sad.
Right, exactly. But I mean, like, Privateer Press and Games Workshop, they're two different kinds of company.
Yeah.
One is public with a board. Yes. The other one's still private. It's still essentially mom and pop.
Yes.
Right? Completely different ball games.
Well, not to get too far into politics, I always say that as soon as a company goes public, that's what kills them. That's what kills any service, any loyalty, anything.
But that was a long time ago that GW went public.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
look how they've been in the pooper since then. Until recently, when they started, communicating with people, but they're always going to have that hanging over them, is the fact that as soon as anything starts dropping. But it's business, right?
It's business. I mean, yeah, it changes once you have to answer to a committee.
Yeah. But I'm always one where it says, if they half-priced everything right now, people would probably still buy the exact same thing. And don't you think that would sell more accessories? Don't you think you'd make more money? Because really, if you're going to go out and spend, say, $100 on one item, one box, and now you're going to buy 2 boxes at $50, you're still going to have to paint that model, assemble that model. So if they made their accessory products to assemble this stuff even at the same price as what you go out and go like to a Walmart or whatever, we're not sponsored, by the way, or he's not sponsored, and buy some glue, some crazy glue, and if you could pay the exact same price at Games Workshop, why would you go to Walmart, right?
Sure.
So you're going to sell more in volume, and you're still going to make up to insane amounts of money.
But the thing is like the glue, Citadel doesn't
make their own.
They repackage.
They repackage everything.
Yeah, the paints they repackage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So those are always going to have huge markups on them.
Yeah.
Because it's not theirs. They're not producing it themselves.
Well, that depends. Because if you ever look at negotiations through Amazon and, again, Walmart, right, they kind of set the price. If you want to sell...
But Games Workshop is operating under old draconian type rules.
Yeah.
Whereas a company like Amazon is brand new. They came out in the digital bubble age. Right? Games Workshop has been around long before that.
Modernize.
And they had... Exactly. Yes, modernize. Games Workshop, yes, needs to modernize. And that's currently what I think they're trying to do. They're trying.
By the way, the show title there was awesome. I think it was by Anthony.
The show title?
Yeah. He already had a suggestion.
I missed it. You're going to have to post it again.
No.
Because I missed
it. Right there.
Oh. Buttery 4-finger dip? All right.
No.
Anthony B, you win. A buttery 4-finger
I think you've won the fastest ever.
Yeah, that's the fastest we ever had a.
It's because I'm here.
Yeah, well, definitely.
And I drove the title.
Raziel Wargamer. Kris, I need to introduce you to a good beer. I was a bartender for years, so just maybe I know a few good choices. Maybe.
Who's that?
Raziel Wargamer. I do believe he is out in Seattle. Was it Seattle?
Then you're talking American beer.
Yeah, I know.
Which is water.
I know.
Okay.
But I mean, I enjoy MGD on a warm day.
When you're dying of thirst.
Yeah, when I'm dying of thirst. No, I like Corona though. I mean, Corona. I mean, this is fun. Sol's good as well. That's Mexican, yeah. And Dos Equis is another good one.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Yeah. Again, Mexican. So, you know, I like Mexican beers. They're just good. And the thing is that like, because me, I mean, like, you know, I'm trying to watch the calories and stuff like that, and they're actually very low in calories.
Yeah, until you drink a whole case of them.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, you sit and drink a whole 2 liter of Diet Coke.
I gotta hide the product labels, right?
No. Whatever.
Masking tape. Well, it's not like they're paying you to drink their stuff.
Buddy Hessels. Hey, Kris, are you going to do a poll on what faction will get the Codex next? Do you have any thoughts? No, you know what? No,
it's Death Guard.
Well, yes, okay. Yes, we already know that. But after Death Guard, Smarty Pants. After Death Guard. What's after Death Guard?
It'll be more Imperial crapola.
You think it like say
Astra
Militarum is next? You think is that where your money is?
No, I think Astra Militarum. Where did I see the leaks? Yeah, Astra Militarum was before Space Wolves, if I remember correctly. And
right, we forgot all about the Space Wolves stuff.
Yeah,
or and the other
Tyranid. It'll be Tyranid and Blood Angels. I heard at the same time, but these are going by what the leaks are. The guy's been wrong with his dates, but he's only been off a week, right? So,
yeah. I mean, it's hard to say. I don't know. I mean, it's
Eldar.
We'll see when we see. That's the one I'm excited for. Obviously, Eldar, because I'm an avid Eldar player, and so you know, that's the only codex worth reading, really. I mean, what else is there? I mean,
well, maybe that's why they're not pushing it out too much, because their lore really doesn't get affected other than with the new Yanari stuff, right?
Yeah.
And
I know.
Really
I want them to do something with Yanari. Because it's no, but I mean, like, do something with the rules for them. You know what I mean? Like, give them extra flavor rather than just that soul burst. But I mean, like,
but
make it seem like another Eldar faction. Not just I can take Eldar and I can take Dark Eldar, I can take some Harlequins, and I got a new army.
Yeah, but different powers. You have to give up your old powers.
Right, but give them something else.
But what else are they going to give them?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying, man.
Well, they are looking for a new rules writer. You should go apply.
Maybe I should. Prove me wrong, children.
And Eldar win, line 2. See line 1? Eldar win.
R2 over tit. If you already use butter for lube, I say throw some eggs and flour, cake, and cupcake already. Bake a cupcake already.
Oh, pancakes.
But isn't he already cupcake-ish enough?
And fluffy.
Fluffy?
Fluffy.
Raziel Wargame. If you could buy models at the best price from GW, including shipping, I would always order from them. Sure, right. But really, the big debate is because everything flows to them, right? And that was, of course, that's under their old model. Their old CEO wanted everything like that, where everything flows to them, versus But I mean, like, when you buy a car, most of the time they want you to go back to the dealership, right?
Oh, you can't go straight to the manufacturer. Because the dealership buys it off the manufacturer.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So.
But Tesla's trying to change that too.
Yeah, I mean.
But again, change, right?
It's change. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, we might see it. I don't know. But, it's just the way business is done. And until somebody shakes it up, like companies like Walmart, who initially when they came out, everybody sees Walmart is quite evil. But, I mean, their marketing strategy and how they operated that business was brilliant. Well, and it was never done.
The strategy is you will do it this way or we're not going to do it.
Right. Well, I mean, you essentially, all the manufacturers, right, they rent space on the shelves.
Yeah.
And if their product doesn't sell, they get less shelf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or out the door.
Yeah. Right?
But that's capitalism.
But that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Because that poses no risk to Walmart.
Yeah.
Because it's like Zellers, which is going out of business, Sears, which is going out of business.
Yeah.
Right? They're the old model of I'm going to buy all this up, I'm going to buy all this up, I'm going to put my shelves, and here we go. And now I'm sitting on all this product that I have to get rid of. And if that company tanks and they want more of that product, too bad. Or it doesn't sell and it sits on the shelves and they got to get rid of it.
Costco's kind of the same way. You can return stuff, right? They don't sell. They send it back or they sell it off at like.
Right. Well, because they're probably borrowing from the Walmart model because.
Well, Costco's been around for ages too, though.
Right. Walmart's been around forever too.
I guess they do have Costco in Europe.
Yeah. But either way, I mean, these new ideas to business change the paradigm, and you have something new. And of course, if it's successful and it does well, then everybody else starts borrowing from it, right? Borrowing.
Sisters when?
Sisters when? Yeah, sisters.
They'll come packaged with a plastic Thunderhawk.
With every purchase of a Thunderhawk gunship, you get plastic sisters.
I still can't believe that GW is still selling metal models.
Yeah. No, are they metal or are they fine cast?
The sisters? They're metal.
Are they metal?
As far as I know, they're metal.
You sure they're not fine cast?
Pretty sure.
Because in the description, it'll say
it's a resin. Def copters are metal. The only Def copters you can buy outside of the old something Reach.
Yeah, Salt and Black Reach.
Yeah. Oh, unless you go pick up those Snap Fit kits at the toy stores that we never got here.
Yeah, what was that? Whatever came of that.
The Battle for Curve.
Well, just just like that throwing it at the department stores.
Out in the States.
Is that in the States they do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I've never seen them. So.
I have never seen them here too. But they just look like the new basic Primarisons and whatnot. Easy, no glue really needed. Mind you, they do say that you should go pick up glue to run together. But hey, whatever. New camera. That's because I make it better.
Jordan Jr. lurking on the PlayStation, thinking the pricing part of the suit won't matter. I am curious where the product being switched from the retailers to GW exclusive goes when retailers have pending orders. Yeah, I don't know. Again,
well, I don't think I don't think Games Workshop would ever go to Games Workshop exclusive only. I know they say web order only, but even my local store can get some of that stuff.
Well, sure, because it's a GW.
Yeah, no, but they can get it through the distributors.
I don't know.
Like it's a special order.
I haven't paid attention to that crap since we used to have a store here. So,
yeah. Welland never had a store, did they?
Yeah, we had a store.
Welland did? Oh, you mean Wargaming had a store?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like an actual Games Workshop store.
No. No. Because there was a distributor. It's like the big distributor in Canada that handles all this crap.
Lineart.
Yeah.
Lineart? Linehold? Something Lion?
Something Lionsgate. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, maybe. No, Lionsgate's the film.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Dark Angels. Yeah.
Holy man, how do you say this fella's name? Right there. Rodid McKenzie.
Rurid. How do we say your name, Rurid?
I'm just gonna say Mackenzie.
Yeah, Mackenzie.
What do we want? Going off on tangents. When do we want it? What's with the blue shirt against the blue wall and the green on green? My shirt's not green.
No, his shirt's black.
Black and white. And now because of the green, the white balance on the camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does
gray scale and blue scale.
Yeah. Maybe we should swap sides. No, because you're too short. All we'll see is that blue.
What do you mean I'm too short? I'm almost the same height as you, damn it. I'm also wearing a boot. And you're on your little
oh yeah, do you want any of this? This is comfy.
No Here. Stress stuff.
Get on.
You only have the one?
Well, you only have one good foot. Where am I? Bjorn Leo. Hello, plebes. Can't stay making tacos for the wife and son. Just want to say hi. Hoping to be able to watch the whole episode live one day. It is 1820 in Sweden now. Oh, 6:20. Wow. So it's late for you guys.
It just means he needs a computer in the kitchen.
So, but I thought like the way it all went, because like England's over here, and I from what I understood, England, it was like dinner time for them when I do this show, which is like around 4 or 5.
5 hours difference. Yeah.
And Sweden, I thought was like further this way. You know,
time zones aren't like this big,
but it's later.
Yeah, it would be later.
But he's closer to the east.
No, he's not.
So he's further west from England.
He's east of England.
He's east of England, right?
We're west of England,
right? So
it'd be further out.
Right. Okay. So it's later for him. That's right. Freaking time zones.
Math hard.
It's not math. It's time zones, man.
Someone gotta give me an abacus.
I'll get you an abacus.
Woo.
Daniel L. New camera, way better than normal. Yeah, new camera. I picked up a new camera 2 episodes ago, I started with this new camera, in part because, overall support, Patreon, such like that. And, it was, I wanted a camera. And plus, too, I was getting tired because I was always boring. Once the computer had pooped out on me and I couldn't do with my regular camera, because I usually did the show with like a proper camcorder and the capture card, and that all failed on me. And so then I was using a webcam, and I was using Matt's webcam because I was doing the show here in the office. And the webcam just wasn't cutting it, and so I got a webcam for myself, because that way I could do the show here, or I could go home and do it. And so, progress.
Yeah, he's gonna change it from where the brush to where the bathtub and start filming live from the tub.
But, well, no, I was thinking for last week's show, I was thinking of doing it in curlers and having a house robe on and having my curlers,
and a smoking pipe and slippers.
No, and just like a mud mask on and stuff like that.
Cucumber eyes.
Yeah, cucumber eyes. Hello, welcome to Wear the Brush.
I can't see you, but
yeah. October 10th. What's the date on the last email? On the first email or the last email? Because
the oldest email?
The oldest email or the newest email?
No,
because the newest email
could be today.
Is yesterday. The newest email is yesterday.
So the oldest, where's your cutoff time?
And this is the first email we'll get to today.
August the 5th. I think he's trying to hit that email time, but no.
What time are we at here? Oh, it's already 12:30. Yeah. You know what, though? But keep sending emails. Kris@miniwargaming.com.
He needs more email, or he's going to have no show.
Yeah, I'm not going to do show. Oh, you know what, though? Oh, I might as well just tell you guys now at the beginning here. I'm going on vacation next week, so there will be no Way of the Brush on the 19th, I think it is.
Yes.
And there will be no Way of the Brush the following week as well. So there's going to be 2 weeks. Yeah, so it'll be 2 weeks without Way of the Brush.
So back for Labor Day?
Yeah, back for Labor Day.
Labor Day weekend?
Maybe.
No promises. They don't have Labor Day in Europe, I don't think.
Oh.
If they do, it's like Commie Day or something. I don't know.
Arturo, pretend I want to send some pictures, but I need to know if I'm going to see them before October. Yeah, you're going to see them before October, you smarty pants.
See them before October. No pressure. Yeah. October.
Yeah. Mad Cow Crazy. Any stockist can order direct-only items from GW. They just get a much lower discount on those items and have to order them directly from GW's web stores. Sure. Okay. There we go. Twitch Kranos will be within 7 days, as didn't Kris get through all the emails last week? Yes, I did. I got through all the emails.
Somebody's paying attention.
And yeah, these emails actually came in at the end of the show last weekend, so these will be the first ones. Because the first one we're going to get to is from Old Man Logan, who's on the Discord channel, who's probably around somewhere, or maybe he's busy, I don't know. But yeah. Oh, there he is, the GIM! That is a nice camera. Yeah, it's not bad.
I make it pretty.
It's all in HD goodness.
That's right. Look at all this gray.
Yeah. So the GIM's joining us today, of course, and we were just actually talking because he didn't know the GIM got hurt earlier this year. So yeah. So our thoughts and prayers go to GIM.
That's right. He hasn't passed or anything. Maybe a kidney stone, but he hasn't passed or anything.
Oh, here we go. Mackenzie says it's pronounced Ruri. No worries, though. Everyone has to guess. And any new games planned for the game night? Yeah, I'd love to do some Insurgency. I also have the World War II one.
The one that you were talking about?
Yeah.
Medal of Honor?
Well, no, it's not Medal of Honor. It's a new game. It's made by the same guys who do Insurgency, but they have a World War II one. It's really cool.
The DLC you mean for it that I asked you about last week?
I don't know, man.
That plugs into Insurgency.
Sure.
It's the download add-on.
What's it called?
It's like $10.
Okay, what's it called?
I don't know. Just World War II Insurgency.
Anyway.
I haven't even played Insurgency yet.
Insurgency's fun.
I know it has.
If you like Counter-Strike. It handles like Counter-Strike.
I still prefer Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six is alright. I haven't played it on the computer, though. But I watch Alex do it on the Xbox. But anyway. I also have like Talisman. I have Space Hulk. I have Space Hulk. I have Battlefleet Gothic. I have Dawn of War 3. I don't have Dawn of War 1. I don't know why.
It's like $5.
I know. I don't know why. But
Dawn of War 3 I didn't get, though, because I heard it's poop.
Yeah, but anyway. What else do I have? Oh, and StarCraft. And, of course, I'm getting the remaster. Oh, the remaster comes out Monday.
Of what?
StarCraft.
Like the first?
Yeah, the original, but it's all updated HD graphics.
I was reading an interesting story how Blizzard
The Kim, I'm bionic.
Bionic.
That's what I told.
Yeah.
Kim.
Do you make the sounds when you walk?
Yeah, he sounds like RoboCop when he walks.
But I heard that Games Workshop and Blizzard have a "will be nice to each other" policy. That's why Blizzard, when StarCraft came out, had to change the Zerg because they looked too much like Tyranids.
Sure.
Originally.
I believe it.
So I wonder how long that'll last.
Games Workshop, improving IP and stuff like that. Games Workshop. What is an original idea out of Games Workshop?
Nothing. But that's most games.
Right, exactly. Everything's borrowed. Like Warhammer 40K is Dune and Lord of the Rings in space.
Well, Simon is putting out a Game of Thrones board game.
Right.
That's basically what all the new things are doing, right? Whatever's popular, that's what it becomes. There's no more original ideas. Well, I guess originality comes from the gameplay itself.
There's a lot of original ideas, but do they catch on?
No.
Because I mean,
well, it's fidget spinners. It's a ball bearing, right? And it's spins.
If that's for all the ADD kids, and I mean, we live.
It helps my kid.
Yeah. Well, we're in the age of ADD. People have such short attention spans for stuff now than ever before.
Squirrel.
And that's why I like and the painting stuff, like, you know, getting people to paint their miniatures is really, really hard. And that's why airbrushing. Everybody thinks airbrushing is like, oh, I'm going to get into airbrushing because it's going to get it done. You're still doing the same amount of work because you got to clean the damn thing all the time. So you're still doing the same amount of work.
And if Quirk can do it, you can too.
G squared. What did you say about Dune? Dune. 40K. Warhammer 40K is Dune.
No.
Yeah. Dune is set in 40,000 years into the future. The Emperor of Man.
Yeah.
The great houses.
You're saying that the Fat Boy is Nurgle?
Sure, Fat Boy.
The floater?
Yeah. The Navigators. The Navigator Guild.
Is that what they are? I can't
in
remember.
40K.
I'm so bad from remembering.
In Dune, yeah. Dune, like Warhammer 40,000 borrows heavily from Dune.
Borrow heavily from everybody. Space Marines.
Sure, Space Marines. But I mean, that's it.
Bugs in space.
Bugs in space, sure. You know. But I mean, like, those were already concepts that they already had in their game. Because Tyranids were already Rogue Trader. They were in Rogue Trader.
Yeah, they had like Zotes.
They had the Zotes, they had the Gaunts.
They just took the Hobbit but in space.
Yeah. One I wish that they would bring back is the Slan. No, the Slan. The old ones. I want them to bring back the old ones. That'd be cool. And get like these 40K versions of like, you know, the Slan who are sitting on like the floating platforms and stuff like that. Yeah. But get 40K versions of them. That'd be cool.
With lasers.
With lasers.
lasers.
Little frog dudes with lasers. That'd be awesome. That's what Games Workshop should bring back, is the friggin' old ones. Because that'd be awesome. The old ones have returned.
I want the squats to come back first.
F the squats. Stunty little buggers.
You're a stumpist.
A stumpist. You're an elite stumpist. Right. Or stumpy elitist. I don't know. One of the two. Anyway, G squared. I've read the Dune a bunch of times and see the connections, but it's a little tenuous. Sure. But I mean, but you could see the inspirations for 40K there. I mean, 40K just whipped the guys at Games Workshop just whipped the year 40,000 out of thin air. They just whipped Navigator guilds out of thin air. No, they borrowed it from Dune because they borrowed the elves from Tolkien. They borrowed, you know what I mean? Like,
where's the worms?
I don't know. You got worms?
And spice. I guess promethium, but that's more of an oil.
There we go. Yeah. Is 40K, is promethium the main goal of like,
well, they're always, if you read the stories, they're always trying to protect the worlds with promethium.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe that's their commentary on our world.
The orcs always go after it too because they need the fuel to go faster.
Everybody needs the fuel, right?
The Zerg, you are the fuel for the Zerg, or I mean for the Tyranids.
For the Zerg, yeah.
For the Zerg. When you start messing up names. Starship Troopers, yeah.
Cocking 555. The old ones are the Kroot. No, the Kroot aren't the old ones. The old ones are frogs. The old ones are the lizard men.
Yeah,
if you read the stories about the old ones are the lizard men.
Like Age of Sigmar, like the old Warhammer.
Yeah, the old Warhammer. Like the Slan. The Slan is the big frog dudes, but in Rogue Trader they also had the Slan, which were like small little frogmen. Yeah, and they had laser guns. They had like crazy like 50s kind of style doodad kind of laser guns because like their technology was supposed to be like really
multicolored hairdresses and
yeah. They had like the whole kind of
tribal feel,
Aztec feel to
Aztec. That's what it was.
Yeah, Aztec, Native American, if you will. Anyway, Where am I? Anthony B. Kris, I enjoyed your talk on music on your sit-in vault. I saw your Iron Maiden poster in your in the layer last week. Have you seen them live? Such a good show live. No, I've never seen them live. If anybody's got an extra ticket and an extra plane ticket, I'm there. I'm
hotel room.
And hotel room. And
beer money.
Some spending money. Yeah, and some
autographs, T-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm there. If you're buying, I'm there. Raziel Wargamer, Starship Troopers. Yeah, Starship Troopers is another big one they borrowed from. G Squared. Basically, you're saying that everything GW has done is stolen IP, and they are forever fighting over IP. Yes, exactly. Isn't that hilarious?
Why do you think they're changing the names to like Primaris and Eldari?
Exactly, because that's something they can protect. Age of Sigmar, right? Everything in Age of Sigmar that is not the old fantasy stuff. So like the Stormcast, Bretonnians are
that's
gone.
I mean they're gone.
Yeah. But like for like the dwarves, the only thing that survived the dwarves right now is the overlords and the fire slayers, because the slayers really are kind of a GW idea. They're built off the dwarves, but they've also incorporated this other element and made the slayers, and that's why those slayer dwarves. That's an original Games Workshop thing, and so that's why they can go and move forward with it. The overlords, steampunk dwarves, completely brand new idea. They can move forward with it. The Stormcast dudes, that's human knights on dragons and stuff like that. I don't think anybody else has really done that, so that's something else they can produce, right? The Dryad, Triad people and stuff like that, and the Sylveth.
That's from like The Hobbit.
It's mostly
Trent.
Yeah, the Ents.
D&D.
Essentially, But for whatever reason, they said, you know what, screw it, it's ours. We're taking
nobody
it.
Nobody else is doing it.
And nobody else is doing it, right? Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing too, is that the books aren't going to have rules for anything that they don't have a model for, because they don't want to end up like with that chapter house situation where you have these things, right? And because like here's one situation that I'm surprised hasn't blown up, and I'm sure maybe because
it will tomorrow by the time you say this.
No, not even, because this has been around for a while, and it's in everybody's face. But like Forge World, and say a company like Skybore, who has already produced the Primarchs. They've already produced. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they already have all the Primarchs. They've had a Sanguinius for the longest time.
Forge World has forever.
They already have a Sanguinius. Yeah. Forge World has not put out a Sanguinius yet.
Really?
No, there's no Sanguinius yet for Forge World. Right?
Or are they going to kill them off?
But they can't
kill Primarch
because 30K is like a historical game.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to recreate those battles, and Sanguinius doesn't die until Horus kills him.
Technically, none of them can die. Steal their gene seed.
Sure, whatever. Anyway, what I'm saying though is that
seed spread.
But what I'm saying though is like we've seen nothing from that. But from what I understand, Poland has different copyright laws.
Everywhere technically has different.
Right. Well, that's why like Russia as well. Russia they can do whatever they like because and China because they can do whatever because those copyright laws aren't in place, right?
They can and can't. It's just how much are they going to get enforced?
Right. Well, because
everybody's seen those videos when like pirated movies and music was coming out of China, and they put on the news, oh, China's enforcing the copyright laws, and they put all these CDs and movies in the middle and then blow them up, right?
Yeah.
And then
like that does good.
Then turn the camera around, and there they are vendoring them yet again because they made 50 copies off of one, right? So
yeah. So. To go back a page there about the IP and stuff like that. So for 40K, that's why the Eldari became Eldari. Space Marines became Astra or Adeptus Astartes, but they already were Adeptus Astartes.
Yeah.
But Imperial Guard were always Imperial Guard, and then they became Astra Militarum.
Yeah, I always call them Imperial Guard. Like
they're still Imperial Guard.
I can't remember Astra Militarum. It's like the space military. Oh wow, okay, no, they're Imperial Guard.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what do you mean? Tell me they're never on a planet?
Yeah. Exactly. It's but again, it goes back to the whole copyright thing. What they can copyright.
Yeah.
Right? Because then that's the best way to hang on to what they've got.
Yeah.
Because, realistically, though, no other sci-fi universe is as rich as theirs other than, say, Star Trek and Star Wars.
But even Star Trek and Star Wars, really, there's nothing Well, Star Wars, yes. Not so much Star Trek, because Star Trek is where you're floating around space and you come into a planet.
Right,
the captain doinks the aliens.
Right, but like Vulcans is an alien. And
but they've existed forever.
Right, but like when you say Vulcans, you think of one thing.
Elves.
Right? in Star Trek, Andorians. You only think of one thing, right?
Yeah.
So there's already these copyrightable things that are that are ingrained into that universe that are there. And Star Wars is the same thing, a bantha. What's a bantha? We all know. Anybody who's into Star Wars knows what a bantha is, right? So, there's these things. And 40K, Space Marines, unfortunately, when we say Space Marines, we think of 40K first.
Yeah.
Most of the time, anyway.
What's whoever capitalizes on it the most, right?
Sure. Yeah, exactly.
Which is kind of weird. Why you would spend all that time trying to recapitalize something you already capitalized? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let it go, adapt. You know what I mean? It's like streaming. That's where cable companies go.
The Gim. Eldar became Eldari because GW got sick of calling them every day and saying Eldar suck. Now they want me to get the tongue-tied over the new name.
Yeah, they added the A so they come first in the alphabet, number 1.
Yeah, Eldari. Eldari suck. No, you can still say it like that. Eldari suck. Eldar suck. Eldari suck. You got like a half syllable more in there, but I think you'll be okay, Jim. One more syllable ain't gonna completely trip me up, dude.
Costs extra.
Cocking 555 at Kris. What we all pay for from GW is story and art. Yeah, essentially, right? I mean, they want to protect their IP. I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, I would too. If I make a piece of art, I'm going to be very protective of it, right? So,
but nobody's going to go out there and spend like $20,000 on a mold to come up with something new and mass produce it as much as they do.
Well, they have the resources to do it. Anybody could do it. I mean, you could sink $100,000 into producing a model. No, because there's no guarantee I'm going to get that investment back.
Exactly, but Games Workshop's going to be... So why hire all the lawyers, you know what I mean, to work with them? This was the day that Kris said, mark it down.
This was the day that Kris said, Eldari suck. Mark it down.
Wait till he goes back and edits that.
I was paraphrasing you, Gim, not beep, I was saying.
Censored.
You think I'm going to sell all this? No, come on now. I couldn't sell all that. I just couldn't.
Bulk pack.
Especially my Phantom Titan, I could never sell that. It's probably going to get buried with me.
Get buried with him.
He'll be sitting on top like.
Don't check my car after.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to pry him from my cold dead hands. King 555. Turn on timestamps. YouTube is being weird again. No, I just went. I was just reading comments back and forth. Sorry, I try to read the comments that say at Kris first, and then I kind of just jump around just in case I need something else. But, holy crap, it's already 1:45. Let's do an email. Get your headphones on, kids, because here it comes.
We all got ants.
Email time. Email time. Where's the button? Oh, there it is. Forgot what button it was. This is from Old Man Logan. Sorry, forgot this one in the last email. Old Man Logan. Oh, because he was showing us his Space Marines last week. That's the wrong thing. There we go. And so here we are. Because that's right. Because I was asking about a close-up of his Dark Angel because there was no close-up of his Dark Angel, and I really liked how his Dark Angel looked because I liked how the highlights were nice and tight on this guy. And I still go by that assessment. He still looks fantastic. He
maybe get rid of the highlight on the bottom of that, or thin it underneath the knee pad.
You got to be descriptive because
underneath the knee pad. Oh, I guess they can't see what.
Yeah, they can't see.
That thing over there.
Yeah, exactly. You got to do that against that.
You need a pointer.
Like, that doesn't freaking help, man. You got to help the guy.
Underneath the right and I guess even the left knee pad, right? Because if you think of where like the light's going to hit. If it's going to catch that, I don't necessarily think it's going to be that thick.
He's doing an edge highlight. Edge highlighting goes against logic. Edge highlighting is against logic.
What do they call that? Cell? Now, what do they call that? Is that what this?
Zenithal.
The cell.
Cell shading?
Is it cell shading? Whatever it's trying to make it look like comic books, right, or whatever.
Yeah,
Tron is what I call it.
Yeah, edge highlighting looks like Tron, right? Because it's got a darker shape with a lighter edging. But I mean, edge highlighting is not realistic. Now, where we push those highlights, so like if you do like a darker green, like say you got like Caliban green as the base, and then you start coming in with lighter greens, right? And you start pushing the brighter greens up to the higher points, you're still doing edge highlight, but you're kind of doing it kind of somewhat logically that the light would gather along the edges. And typically, when you have shiny objects, typically the edges are shiny.
Yes.
And edged and light kind of thing. The light gathers at the edges.
Depending on how you're looking at it, too.
It depends. Yeah, well, it completely depends.
Because the knee pad's going to
exactly. Yeah,
cast a shadow.
And you see actually, like, you see how like there's that natural light playing on the model surface right there. People have been painting that, from time to time, and now because to get that effect nice and subtle like that, or even more overt, depending on which way they do it and how really contrasty. It requires a bit of time, and a lot of people don't do it because they're often doing it for display or competition type paint jobs. But I mean, I assume he's doing like this rank and file, and he wants to know how to do the rest of his army. And
I would stick with this.
I like this. I like.
So do I.
Yeah, I like. He's got the bolt gun.
Looks a little weathered.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Here's the back side. Oh, he even did the little buttons on the back. See, I never do that. I never bothered painting those. I just leave them. That's actually pretty good.
Painting gemstones. Come on, they need their own.
I guess. Oh yeah, you know what?
How about the lenses?
Oh, the lenses.
I didn't even look. Yeah, they're painted red.
Yeah, they're painted. Yeah.
I hate eyeballs, as you can see on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Total brought in a couple models to show us today. So, but yeah, so that's Old Man Logan. He sent us that. It was a continuation.
Importantly, can you go back for a second?
What?
I don't know if you can tell from these pictures though.
What?
Did he drill out the barrels?
Oh, did he? No, you can't.
I don't think he did.
No, I don't think he did. No, Old Man Logan didn't drill out the barrels.
Drill out your barrels.
Okay, because Tolo said.
That's right.
Oh wait, did I click the right one? Yes, I did. Okay, so we're gonna go back. This is another email. This is from Harry's. Some Nurgle repairs out of eBay and some conversion on Nefertira, the queen herself.
Neferata?
Nefertira? I don't know. Neferata?
We both could be wrong.
I'm definitely...
It's only a name. I don't care if I've insulted you in 3 different languages.
I'm definitely wrong. I can tell you that.
You are the name butcher.
I am the name butcher. I think he's got his vitamin supplements in the back here.
Albie?
Yeah.
Albie?
Is that Metamucil?
No, that looks like water.
Oh. He's got to make sure he's got his fiber. So let's go in for a closer look. Ooh, look at those eyeballs. I like the color scheme. I like that nice, rich, chocolatey brown, and then with a nice light blue and a little purple.
And the purple.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of purple with the dark colors, or with darker colors.
Oh, look at the rider. Oh, is there clear shot? Oh, look at that. He's even got some filigree in the cloak.
Some ahua?
Filigree. You know, like the little.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. What?
My wraith card.
Oh. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway.
I'm a wraith guard. It's got the same thing.
Oh, okay. I like the base. Yeah. I like the whole model. It's really fantastic.
It is.
The eyes on the spider really jump at you right away.
You might want to. I don't know. This would be me. I'd put like a smidgen of white on the eyeballs and then give them a gloss coat. But that's just me. Because when I picture bug eyes, they're always like if you look at a mosquito or with like it's 8 eyeballs, or is a spider with 8 eyeballs. Rusty.
I like the rust on that.
Yeah.
The flush is a lot of fun. I think I'd go up a little bit brighter with the highlights on the green. But I do kind of dig the contrast.
Brighter than that? You'd go brighter than that?
No, well, like go with
like
Nurgle green.
Yeah, or give it a wash.
To darken it?
Well, to darken it and bring the other colors in together. Because it looks like there's too much separation.
Well, in the flesh, he's already got it pretty darn dark in the recesses, right?
Yeah, but it looks like he's highlighted a bit there.
I don't
know if that's yellow.
No, you know what? I think he already brought it up to a moot green. I think that is a moot green on those brightest edges. So, never mind. But it's a very interesting contrast from the flesh to the armor, everything. Also, let's look at this bigger guy over here. Yeah, the armor looks really rusty, dingy.
Yep.
It looks really, really cool. It's very Nurgle. Definitely.
How come the guy on the left gets all the blood?
I don't know, because
the guy on the right needs some.
He's more pumped up. I don't know. Yeah, I like that. That's really cool. Look at the wear on the bell and everything like that. I like that. I love whenever people throw that verdigris in there.
Is that that new oxide paint, or is that actual weathering powder?
It's not new, dude. It's been around for years. Nilic oxide.
Yeah, but or is that weathering powder?
No, it's not powder because I can see like a line. See how it looks like a wash, and that's how it applies, like a wash. It'll creep in there.
I have some. I use some on my the inner circle stuff with on my display board.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I use some.
That was that for that email. So again, thank you, Henry's, for sending that in. Awesome stuff.
Harry, not Henry.
Oh, Harry. Sorry, Harry.
Not Henri.
Henri. The spider though, that was really cool. Now he said this is some repairs out of eBay and some conversion. Very, very cool. Awesome stuff. Sorry, I'm reading a comment. Old man Logan. Oh, I drilled out them damn barrels. Okay, he drilled them out.
Back in WW2.
The Gim. Old man Logan. Ignore Tolo. We all learn to. They learn to ignore you. Go ahead, sing. We'll break for a segment song.
It's called musical interlude.
I'll stop for a musical interlude.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my darling.
You can dance around like a little frog, dude.
Yeah, that's right. Give me a top hat and a monocle and a cane.
Hello, my baby. Hello,
these guys are way too young to know all this stuff, though.
Old man Logan. Old man Logan knows.
Oh, old man Logan would.
Old man Logan.
Old man.
Watch, he's just a young guy. It's just his name.
Is he like keeping?
No, I'm pretty sure G Squared too. He's an old cat as well. And I think somebody else is an old.
The Gim.
The Gim's an old guy too. The Gim is really old. Yeah. I can't remember. There's somebody else in here that sounds like an old cat as well.
That sounds like an old cat.
Yeah. So
if you sound like you have no teeth, you might be old.
Yeah, shut up a bench. Yeah, get you. Paint my models.
You like a popsicle in my pockets?
Old man Logan, LOL, was wondering whether or not to demand an apology or retraction of said misinformed statement. So there you go. Raziel Wargamer, I'm old, and in Tennessee, by the way, hillbilly. Whoa.
Tennessee, he can just go shopping right at Games Workshop headquarters.
Raziel, you're in Tennessee. I thought you were in Seattle or out on the West Coast.
I thought he was over in Europe.
No, I was pretty sure he was in the States. I thought he was on the West Coast, though. Sorry. Shows what I know.
He went and called you from grungist to hillbilly.
Wait, yeah, he said Tennessee, by the way. Hillbilly. So you're calling me a hillbilly? That's a first. That's a... Wow. I don't know how to respond to that.
He's saying
good.
He's got more gray in his beard than I do. And that makes you older.
The Gim. I'm the same age as you, Chris. I guess that is old. I am old. I've said it many times. I'm old.
I'm ancient because I'm older than both of you.
Yeah, that's right. He's older.
Get off my lawn!
Dark Commission. I'm an old codger. Practically senile at 51.
Practically senile.
Raziel. I'm in East Tennessee, not Memphis. Oh, I lived in Memphis for a bit.
That's where Elvis is.
Anyway, so beautiful. I loved Memphis. Loved Tennessee. It was great. And of course, I saw Mississippi and Arkansas. And I didn't get to go down to New Orleans, though. I always wanted to go to New Orleans. I didn't get time to.
How do you spell Mississippi with one eye?
Anyway.
Dad jokes. That's all I got now, okay?
I know it's a dad joke. Arturo Patet. I'm starting to feel so young today. Yeah, I thought Arturo was a bit older, too. Arturo, yeah, because Arturo's starting a family now and everything.
We lost three viewers. I've insulted the hipsters. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all the hipsters. Greenleaf Train, so old. Man, got crazy. Get off my lawn. That's an old cannon fodder reference. Civilians in the game would shout that.
They did?
Sure.
I never played cannon fodder.
I don't. Was it a game?
I don't know. Apparently it was.
Is it?
I'm thinking more of Clint Eastwood, or not. Yeah.
G Squared. How come you ignore my comments 50% of the time? Because I'm only paying attention to half of the comments.
Squirrel.
Why? What was your comments? I don't know. Yeah, I read your comment about everything GW's. Yeah, I read that statement, which brings us full circle to Chapter House Dune. Sure. Yeah.
We're over the lawsuits now.
Yeah.
We're on to painting. And bums apparently now.
Oh, Greenleaf. Old Nurglebum. Old Nurglebum? Yeah, basically because you can tell because the old buttocks, right? They don't hang firmly in place. You get
they need support.
Yeah, it's kind of like like the old pouchy thing, right? Like it's like the jowls. They just kind of hang there. You know what I mean? And so you're old when your buttocks start to get like double buttocks.
Double buttocks.
Yeah, you got like double chin going on each cheek kind of thing.
Double cheek.
Yeah, that's how you know you're old is when your bum starts doing that. You got like extra lines under your ass. You got extra asses under your ass.
I'm not going to ask how he knows this stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? Walking around with his hands behind him. Oh, I got this.
And of course, for our newer viewers, we do talk painting, and we.
See, look at that. We got 4 people back by talking about Nurgle Bums.
Because everybody loves the Nurgle Bums.
That's right.
As soon as we start getting silly with Nurgle Bums.
You should start that off, right? That should be part of the show to begin with. Okay, let's get this out of the way now. Nurgle Bums, ass capes, bloob, and what else? Monkeys flinging poo.
Monkeys flinging poo.
We haven't talked about that in a while.
Oh, and the lube. Everybody was on the lube, for a while. Yeah.
Jowls.
I
think it means
jowls. The jowls. No, the jowls. These are the jowls. What's this?
That's. I call that turkey neck, but
whatever. Turkey, well, yeah, but I mean,
it's like in
it's the chin pouch.
Was that Star Wars 1 with the guy Misa, the leader of the Misas?
Oh yeah.
The big fish guy.
Leader of the Misas. Leader, a sort of script.
Told you I can't remember names.
Chapter House Dune. Yeah. What about it? I don't know. I don't follow Chapter House, so I mean, are they making new?
I go back and check every now and then to see if they have anything new. And
like, you know what? Like, I honestly, I didn't care if Chapter House won or lost that lawsuit way back when. I wasn't impressed with their work.
Well, they were the first ones to really do the farseer that was different, right? That was, or a female farseer.
Well, they were the first ones. They might have been the first ones. I think they were the first ones to do a warlock on jet bike.
Yeah.
Because they had that conversion kit. Yeah. I thought it looked like complete shite, so I didn't buy it.
Well, they also did a whole bunch of custom shoulder pads that GW hadn't put out.
Right, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't impressed with their work at all. I have not gone back to their site in some time. There's usually not a lot of third-party bits that I go to because they're all for Imperial stuff. Yeah. Nothing for Eldar. You know what I mean? So what?
No Eldar love.
Yeah, no Eldar love. So screw them. You know why? Because of the smooth angles. Because it takes some smooth angles.
Oh, they said Angus. I was like, what the heck does this have to do with beef? Now I'm hungry.
Anyway. Yeah, smooth angles. I think it's because all the smooth forms. But I mean, like, I bought those Aegis walls from Wargamer. Yeah.
Wargaming you?
No. I'm pretty sure he's American.
Oh.
And he did those Aegis walls. And he does, like, Necrons. He does Orcs.
Yeah.
All Aegis lines. Because nobody else does.
Well, it's because, again, Space Marines are the bread and butter.
Right, exactly. You know, so. Oh, just the Dune 40K. Chapter House Connection, that is all. Not the product. Oh.
You say I'm confusing. Are you on drugs, G? Have you taken your medication today?
Our trooper did. I'm starting to think all this extra ass talk is only old age dementia. Yeah, dementia's gonna be fun when you get old, isn't it? I don't know if I'll be able to tell. I don't know if anybody who knows me will be able to tell. I don't think so.
Is that dementia or is that Kris? I don't know.
Is he just being an ass or is, you know what I mean?
Has he been drinking again?
Yeah, is he drunk? I don't know. I can't tell. He's always such a jerk, you know? I mean, because normally I'm a huge jerk. Anybody who knows me in life knows I'm a huge ass. Steve! Here, Last Mini Wargamer Steve, because everybody loves his opinion on stuff.
Oh, I know everything.
Yeah. So, Steve.
What up?
Okay. Come on camera here. Come around this way. Okay?
3 guys in a little camp.
Yeah. Look at freaking plaid right across here. Fat bastards
Canadian.
Where platter get out?
No, because you would agree I'm a complete ass, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you are.
See? There we go.
You also appear to be the nicest guy on camera.
Yeah.
Like, I love you, but you're an asshole.
See? There we go. So.
Is that what they call tough love?
Tough love, yeah.
Well, you do give the new guys the hardest time.
I do, yeah.
Because he's like that.
And you laugh really, like, you really enjoy giving them a hard time.
I do, yeah. Like Luca and Cullen? Oh, yeah.
Cullen. They were both afraid of you.
Yeah, I can rip on them all day long. Oh, yeah.
He goes home and writes.
Yeah, I'll go home.
Notes. Like, I'm going to try this one.
Yeah.
And then his mother's still 22.
Yeah.
Is that why you called me here? Confirm that you're an ass?
Yes. Yeah,
okay, you know what?
Because the people will believe it if they hear it right from you.
They can't hear from me, apparently. I'm not trustworthy.
No more than the rest of us, because every last one of us are terrible, terrible people here at Mini War Gaming.
We are terrible people.
And we just all, it's like mesh in a big soup of horribleness.
Yeah, it is.
And then we act really nice on camera.
Yeah. Well, because it's acting. We're actors.
It's acting.
It's acting.
We're
I'm not acting. I'm just crazy all the time.
I mean, you got an IMDb credit, right?
Yeah.
What?
Don't go there, guys. Don't go there.
Where's my phone?
The Gim, 3 fat guys all in plaid. Anthony B, a Canadian tuxedo.
No, a Canadian tuxedo is a jean jacket, jeans, and a jean shirt.
Oh, okay.
That's a Canadian tuxedo. This is formal summer wear.
Yeah, this is formal wear.
Canadian summer wear.
Yeah.
That's why the camera never goes below.
Lord of Midgets. Kris wants to keep the high standards high, except in the way he dresses. It's like a beach ball convention. That's mean.
Is he calling us fluffy?
Yeah. Rotund. Dorn Jr. Kris, is that why you were letting Cullen paint tanks with a 0-0 brush?
You did not.
No.
Oh, I would have.
Yeah.
-1.
Old Man Logan, whitewashed jean jacket, no less. Yeah. Canadian formal wear. Yeah. It's Anthony B. All right, let's do another email because we can and because we're keeping up with these things. So again, I'm going to be taking a break, but again, send your emails to Kris@miniwargaming.com. It's in the description below, along with a bunch of links of other stuff, but we'll cover that later. Oh yeah, headphones.
Email time. It's email time.
That one's still probably my favorite.
You still got to put the monkey going across the screen or something.
I know. Well, I remember I designed a monkey logo.
Yeah.
I still
got to animate it.
I know. I still got to do something. I'm not happy with how it looks, though. I'm not happy with it.
Why don't you get a real monkey?
I could get a real monkey. You know what?
From the ceiling. Okay.
No, there's a company. They do like
real monkeys.
No. They do like for the pirate cosplays. They
Like
have like the
animatronics?
pirates. Yeah, and they're little animatronics, so you can control like a little switch, and you just run it through your sleeve, and it'll. But they do. I'm pretty sure they do a monkey. And I was thinking,
symbols.
yeah, no. It just looks like a little monkey perched on your shoulder. Anyway, this is a email from Damien Hibbert. I know it looks odd. He is all about change, and this is really just the base colors. Okay. Then there's a picture with it. Oh, look at this. Okay, we gotta look at this.
It's pink.
Look at that. Look at the blends in the flesh. Look at that.
Pinkly and purple.
Yeah, I like the colors. That's really cool. Looks like he's swapped out his GW colors into dropper bottles. Very cool.
Yeah, this is a smart way to do it.
This looks like it's what, Magnus, right? The big demon Magnus. Yeah, I believe that's what this torso is, I believe. But I like the blends in there. Now I can only assume that you initially laid out like a light gray or a white prime, and then you began laying in the pink and this teal color. At least that's how it looks on my monitor. It looks like a teal color, and then it looks like you either blended or glazed.
I don't think it is Magnus.
I think it is Magnus.
No, it doesn't have the nipple things.
What? No, he's got armor. You can glue armor on, but he's fully sculpted underneath his armor. Because I think the armor plugs into this.
But Magnus isn't. Oh, but he did say Lord of Change, right? Well, I'm thinking Slanesh every time I see pink. That's the way that I think about it.
Now, at first I thought it was two brush blending, but I think he's just glazed it and blended the two. But very, very cool. I like that patterning. That whole thing has a really interesting vibe to it.
Looks like cotton candy that I can eat.
Well, no, you know what it looks like to me, like, or at least I think where he's going with it is like he's changing, and so his flesh, like Rorschach's face, where it's kind of just constantly moving. I think that's the vibe I'm getting from this, is that it's the flesh is like color is changing, and it's like, you know what I mean, it's constantly moving. And
you should have bought some of that auto paint that changes when you look at it, different colors.
Yeah, did you see my? Yeah.
Then you wouldn't have to blend.
That's right.
You just.
Okay. Well, thank you, Damien. That's really, really awesome stuff. Man, you got to send more pictures in of this guy as you complete them, because I'm really, really cool. Are you here today, Damien? I know sometimes you tune in live. I don't think he said anything, so I will assume he is not here today. But very, very cool. I dig it. I like the blends. Keep going. I want to see more. I definitely want to see more, because that looks really, really cool. And so here we're going to do another email. This is from Chaotic Colors, and this is Death Corp of Krieg. And so, whoops, that's the wrong thing, because I want this. There we go. That's what I want. I like this color scheme. What do you think?
American.
It looks like French to me.
Red, white, and blue.
It looks like French.
You could.
That's the first thing I think of is French. I don't think American in this. But I guess it could be red.
Only the
right?
colors. That's only the colors.
Well, because like you got like the big band, right? It's the blue and then the red. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, I guess maybe because they look like old World War One troop types, right?
But
I mean,
everybody has the same style.
obviously they're German. Like they're modeled after the old World War One Germans, but you know what I mean? Like the style though, just it looks. I don't know. It looks like French to me. I mean, I'm probably way off on that, but you know. Anyway.
Oh, we ask him. Is he on?
I don't know. Is Cat of Colors around? No? Maybe? Probably not? Probably not. Anyway. Oh, wait. Did I? No. Okay. Here's a Kroot.
Kroot.
I like that blue. Like the hair. Or the quills. Whichever you want. A little bit of rust on the gun. I like that. I wouldn't think a Kroot would have a nice shiny gun. Although it's entirely possible because, I mean, they trade with the Tau, right? And so they could get new equipment from time to time. So, I mean, you know, them having nice new equipment is not impossible. And Kroot, I mean, Kroot, they literally, you can color them anything you want because, you know what I mean? Like, the background for them is, you know, they absorb and change and they're constantly evolving and, you know. And so you're free to do whatever you want with Kroot. And I think that's really great.
You can do whatever you want with your own models.
Right, but I mean, like, but painting orc skin pink
Yeah.
is kind of unusual.
Why?
Because they're always green. Because in the background they're described as green. Right? Whereas Kroot, they can be anything because they're constantly evolving. Like painting Tau flesh, like human flesh, just looks weird, right? Because in the background they're described as being blue, right? But Kroot, you can color them anything you like, and I think that's great. I mean, you can always paint your models whatever you like, but in the background, because I mean, like the convention is everybody's going to go, well, what the hell? Why is your orc skin pink? Oh, look at this drone. I like the color scheme on this drone. It's red, white, and blue again.
Captain America.
Oh! I like that. It's very bright. It's very bold.
The highlights are there too.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's all highlighted and everything nicely. Yeah. I like the color scheme, actually. I mean, that's kind of cool. I like that blue armor with the nice white pants. Of course, you can still see the little blue toes sticking out.
Where?
Right in the bottom is blue toes.
Did they stick out or was that armor?
No, I think it's supposed to be their feet.
I don't know.
Yeah, Tau, because they're bovine feet. They got big hooves. Tau are described as like bovine.
They're fish.
No, they're not fish.
That's what the game says.
The game?
I tease them all the time.
Oh,
Where's the fish lips?
I like that. That blue is really striking. On the one, like, see, you look at it on this monitor, right? And I mean, like, it's that vibrant, right? But then you look at it on this one, and it's like, it's a little subdued.
Would you wash the white?
Would I wash the white? No, I wouldn't touch that
The
white.
recesses?
No, see, look at it's a light gray.
Is it?
Yeah, with white edging. So he's done it right, in most regards. I mean, there's no wrong way to paint white, but I like this style. Oh. I like the super hi-fi tech of it.
Lasers?
Is it, I thought this barrel configure is supposed to be more like the plasma. It's like their Tau plasma equivalent.
You mean like it's supposed to be glowing?
I don't know if it's supposed to be glowing, but like this barrel configuration is more like their plasma weapons that have this kind of barrel to them. But anyway, really, really cool. I like the color scheme. There's like some sort of doodad back there.
I see it's powered by a sponge. They are fish.
They are fish.
Gotta keep moist.
Knew it. Oh, look at this guy.
What's he got in his ears?
That's his walkie-talkies. Yeah, his walkie-talkies. Now, there's a term people don't say too often. It's walkie-talkie.
Got your ears on? Yep.
That's really awesome stuff, Chaotic Colors. Thank you for sending that in. That's fantastic stuff. The Death Corporal Kree, I really, really like. That Kroot is just awesome. And I love that Tau color scheme. That is... I want to see some bigger vehicles with that color scheme because... or even a battle suit. If you got a battle suit. I'd love to see a battle suit as well.
To summarize, Kris likes the cock.
So...
Death Corpse Creek!
Oh, Death Corpse Creek.
The cock.
Oh, the cock. Yeah, the cock. I was...
How did you know?
How did you guess? Anyway.
Don't go tell your parents, kids.
Yeah.
See, now we got 39 people to
Yeah,
watch.
as soon as we start talking about cock.
40.
Yeah. As soon as we start talking about cock, everybody shows up.
Body parts. It's all about body parts.
As soon as we start talking about roosters and ass.
Oh, that's another thing we got to cover. The Swedish chef costume. And when are you going to start doing it? Time to cook the chicken.
I honestly, I have a little thing going right now. I'm just like watching a couple things on the hat, because see, the thing is that for me to find a hat, it's got to be big.
Just need a chef hat that's too big for you.
It's they don't make them that big.
Well, probably around Halloween when they do costumes and stuff.
Like, I need the comic size.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even to fit my head normally.
You have a whole bunch of that foam we don't use anymore. You can make your own.
I could make my own.
All you really need is the thing, and then the crown piece can just be like a big white pillowcase.
Yeah.
So we floopies.
Yeah.
See?
That's possible.
It's got to be low enough so you cover your eyes, right?
Yeah.
Then you can't see what you're doing when you're painting.
Well, initially what I was thinking of doing was it being me and then having somebody else manipulate arms. You know what I mean? And it would be even funnier if I had, say, like Steve and Quirk. So one arm's big, the other one's small. You know what I mean? Start
tossing miniatures.
Just trying to do stuff.
Get a big pot of water.
That's spoiler alert. Yeah.
With one of those basting brushes, painting with a basting brush.
Yeah, but we got to do it in the warehouse because like it's gonna make a mess. To do it right, it's got to be done. It's got to be messy. Where are we in the comments?
Something green stuff, a chef hat. What's a lot of green stuff?
Yeah, dude, I've got a gigantic melon.
Look at the size of his head.
Yeah, like this
like
is
an orange on a toothpick.
Yeah, I mean to give you a sense of scale here.
Can't use me.
Yeah.
Use the old Terminator.
Yeah,
this is a Terminator. This is man.
Yeah. I've got nothing. I should have shown like an epic model. This is a regular 28mm scale model.
That's right.
My head's ginormous. Anyway, the Gim. The Magnus body looks cool. It feels like it's trying to contain the warp, and it's discoloring his skin. Yeah. The Death Corp models look like French World War I. Yeah, they do. That's the vibe I got as well. Is they look like French because of the color scheme, right? Because that blue, the little tinge of red.
But there's no red berets.
G squared. Good call, Kim. About the Magnus. Daniel L. Kris. As Dave said in the last Sit and Talk, MWG will move in the future to a new and bigger office. So will you also get a new room? What would you improve to your current one? Maybe Eldar style. Yeah, see, like I mentioned it before. Like I'd like to do like a theme to my office. Now I've been shown where my new office is, and it's actually less space than what I'm currently operating in. I've been downsized, yeah. So it's really
get skinnier.
It's really kind of intolerable, really. Really, I should have the biggest room just because. No,
you won't stand for this. We're gonna have to sit.
Yeah, gonna have to sit now. So anyway, but yeah, we're moving into a new space. It's really exciting. It's a lot of space. It's a lot of space, and there's a lot of big plans going along with that space. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, like nothing's set in stone right now because it's all still in development, and so you know.
It's
all up in the air as far as like what's going to happen, but yeah, it's really exciting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cool, and it's definitely going to be a whole new
adventure.
Well, not to sound cliche, but yeah, it's going to be a whole new adventure. It's going to be a whole new thing because it's going to completely change the way we do things. So it's exciting. It's going to be good, and I'm looking forward to it.
It's a good change.
Yeah,
the air conditioning will work.
I'm
dying here. You can't tell. I have to bring my
you're lucky today because it's actually very cool in here right now, right? Because it's not really that hot outside either. But oh yeah, man, when the air conditioning's off in this place, because there's no flow through and we don't open the windows, so it's just stagnant hot air.
Stagnant hot air.
Yeah, it's
Sweaty man pits.
Yeah, like when you get everybody in here gaming on a hot day. Yeah. Remember that scene in 7 with the big fat guy dead? You imagine how that room smelled? That's what this place smells like. I don't know. I don't want to drink away.
I smell Nurgle.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the purifiers.
You get all these big heavy bodies sweating in the oven all day, and
let's have a foot race.
Yeah, everybody's got a good case of swamp ass going on. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What's that noise?
Yeah, exactly. You can hear the squishing in your shoes.
He's not wearing shoes. Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, gross. Dr. Santos. Hey, monkeys.
Arturo's got to go. Like, everybody's leaving.
Arturo, you gotta go. Oh, baby's awake. Yeah. Oh,
waking. He doesn't feed it.
Okay, gotta be quiet.
At least we don't think he feeds it.
Yeah, he's probably. Yeah. Oh, baby's really angry.
Boss baby.
Lord Emergency, you may want to check the Discord alert, and not for the week, Kris. I don't have. Oh wait, I got.
You
Discord.
did have it open.
No, I have Discord over here on me.
Remember what I was talking about?
Yeah. Oh, he changed it to plaid.
To your plaid, not my plaid.
That's your plaid.
No, it's yours.
Is that mine?
Yeah.
Or is it just plaid?
No, it's yours. Actually, it's colored.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's probably me.
No, it's both of us.
Yeah. Somebody being funny anyway.
You're off my Christmas, Hanukkah, Wanaka list.
Wanaka. Guantanamo.
Guantanamo.
You're off my Guantanamo list.
You are going to be water.
Spite you's got to go too. Oh, see you later, Spite you.
That's why he's saying first. He said next week. If he's not here next week, Spite you, don't go.
Dorn Jr. Kris is Primaris sized. Yeah, my head's Primaris sized. It's 2 times the scale.
Know how you mess with Kris? You think you make him think the microphone timing is off.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh. It's Godzilla!
Mad Cow Crazy. Swamp ass reminds me of that pic of the old woman in the text. This makes me moist.
What? I don't know if I saw that commercial.
Oh jeez.
The game. Let's see Tolo's minis.
Yeah, let's see Tolo's minis. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Well, you want to see them? You weren't.
Okay. So, well, I mean,
this is for you young kids because the old people should recognize some of these. You didn't score a new one.
What?
A new modern one.
Oh, well, the boys were playing with them. I don't have any in here. It's only Eldar in here. Okay, so what do we want to start with?
See, don't be afraid that
these are actually pretty darn good, man. I mean,
it's also enamel paint.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So anyway. Don't lick them because it's lead.
Okay. Well, what's your earliest paint job? What's the earliest?
It would either.
What's the earliest example of your painting?
Okay, so that's an old one too.
I know.
These are more modern. These are all roughly around the same time, but she was probably my oldest.
Oldest, okay. So here we go. Here is the old Howling Banshee Exarch. Oh, I was going to try and show the camera over here, but
where's a white piece of paper?
Well, no, because I have the autofocus turned off. Because this camera's actually got a pretty good focus, but
focus. I'll tell you what that means after.
Yeah, no. I turned the autofocus off. It's not going to do anything.
Oh.
It's the white balance that was adjusting. But I mean, it seems like it's too cool.
So Put it up against your cheek.
I go into the shadow here. But anyway, yeah. So, it's not horrible.
It's also an enamel paint, so they last. That's what the best thing is for metal. I would paint with enamel paints now if they weren't such a big pain in the butt. As you can see, there's
Humbrol and stuff like that. Because Humbrol's enamels.
No, those would have been
Testors,
maybe a couple of Humbrols, Tamiya. Yeah, those are all the ones I remember. I didn't really own any Games Workshop paints till the hexagonal.
Oh god.
Those. That
was a waste. You wasted your money there. I know.
Oh no, but the only reason I got it is because it came with a brush at the time and the models.
So anyway, that's probably the oldest, or one of the oldest examples of Tolo's painting.
Probably older than some of these kids.
Oh, this is definitely older than some of these kids.
That would have been like 96, 95, 94.
No, this is 89, 90.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I painted that definitely was painted before I moved out after school.
Well, the base is saying 92, so you definitely got it in the early 90s at some point.
So that's like 20. That's over 20 years old.
Now here's another fun one.
His hair's missing.
His hair is missing, but
I have his hair at home somewhere.
But here is Tolo's avatar.
Again, no shading, no highlighting, no dry brushing at the time. There is a little bit of blending on the sword.
But this is your first example of using transfers?
Yes, I think it's the first and only time I ever used transfer. Other than time? No, well, actually, maybe Mogon Raw has some on the shoulder pads.
Transfer still held up pretty good.
Oh yeah. Again, it's enamel paint with whatever enamel clear coat on it, right?
Oh, you threw clear coat on.
Oh yeah, you can tell on the sword.
Oh, okay.
See how shiny it is?
Yeah.
And that, again, if metal models, enamel paint can't beat them. They don't chip.
Now here's a guy who looks good, and this is an old one too, right?
Yeah, that's another old one.
Yeah, because this is enamel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that black is just hard looking. But anyway, this guy looks really, really good, and he still holds up as far as like part of his collection. Is he still part of the active army? Like, is he on the roster?
Yeah, that's why I modeled the new guys off like that color scheme.
Gotcha. Okay. And so here's his Mugen Rod. He's got a little bit of blood on the axe and everything like that. There's like, but I mean, like, there's no shading or highlighting on these guys. It's just straight up color, but it's nice and neat. And I've mentioned that many times before that you can throw on a base coat onto the model, but as long as it's nice and neat and you've got like all the details and all the little elements are there. And
I did not steal them from Jack, the Gim.
As long as you stay nice and neat with your base colors, like, your models will look good. And I mean, this is a prime example. This still, he painted this 30 years ago?
No, it would have been like 20-some years ago. Yeah.
20-some years?
Whenever he first came out, he would have been painted that year.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, nice, good, clean paint jobs. Now here it looks like he's starting to get into some highlighting or something.
No, that would have been back then too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's James.
Oh, you changed your hand around now.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, because normally, yeah, like, she was modeled with it like that, like she's stabbing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if you look at mine's...
Oh, yeah, I think, well, that transport's a lot easier.
Yeah, this...
right?
Yeah,
so I just raised your arm back then.
Yeah, this definitely... Did this ever fall off?
Yeah, that
falls off all the time?
Yeah, I had to use new glue back then because, you know...
So here's his Jane Czar. And of course, his Jane Czar, her staff is pointing upwards.
Instead of out.
Yeah, I thought he was dabbling in some shading here with the hair and everything, but apparently it was just a bit of
just two gray streaks or white streaks on it.
Yeah, well, like, I can see like a transition going on here.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, he's starting to get pretty artsy at that point. Again, it looks good. I mean, like, you know, there's no highlighting or anything like that or shading, but his paint is where it should be. The colors are all separated. Little details are captured.
Except for the gemstones and whatnot.
No, the gemstones are done. They're just not.
They're not like...
Yeah, they're not. But I mean, nothing's painted.
Point on them.
I mean, everything's got a base coat. Everything's base coated.
Like, I've been tempted to go back and fix them up.
No, I wouldn't. Don't. No, don't.
Now, this is really old.
Now, this is really old. This is a Terminator. Look how small this guy is.
Well, hold him up to an Eldar for, like, size comparison, like that Wraith Guard.
Oh, the Wraith Guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an old Wraith Guard, though.
That's
people don't know what an old Wraith Guard is.
Hold on with the bar. Well, I guess you can't really do bar off.
Here, hold on.
Oh, here's a Space Marine here.
Hold on. Yeah, but that's an old Space Marine. Well,
that one?
Yeah, that's an old Space Marine.
Right beside the Orc?
Yeah, that's an old Space Marine. He's the same size as this dude. This is the 30K Marine. This is the 30K Marine. This is the Mark IV. And, yeah, look at that. They're almost damn near the same size.
They're ninja Terminators. They can hide anywhere.
Except for, hold on. There's a Primaris.
Ah.
Go buy a Primaris Marine, and look at that. He's pointing the bolt gun at him.
For the Emperor!
Yeah. So, Terminators definitely have evolved over the years. There's anybody who says there's no such thing as a scale creep is totally...
and he's pewter, too. He could even be lead.
He's pretty darn... Yeah, I think he's still pewter. He could be lead. I'm thinking about when these guys came out.
Look at the bottom of the base.
This was late 92 again. So, because it was like near the end of Rogue Trader when they made the switch from lead to pewter.
No, but they had Space Crusade. They're plastic. Those Terminators.
Yeah, Space Crusade. Well, and the original Space Hulk was plastic models as well.
That would have been all back then too.
Yeah, but that was plastic. We're talking pewter.
Oh, you mean when they went to pewter from plastic?
No, from lead to pewter.
Oh.
Because, like, my great unclean one there between the Stormtrooper's legs, he's lead.
Really?
Yeah.
He's really malleable?
Oh, yeah, you can hit that right off. You can just...
You think the only lead figures I have are some old Raul Palthus?
I still wish I had all my old lead models just, for history's sake, right? I actually found found in a big Tupperware thing where I keep, like, spare wires and doodads and, like, connectors and USB cords and stuff. An orc. Like an orc, I think it's my old weird boy. Painted. But it's all chipped up, but I mean, like, he was just in the box and
Did you lick him to see if he was lead? Try to write with him?
No. Okay, and so these two guys are your like.
They're more because he was the one Phoenix Lord that I never actually picked up back in the old days.
Okay.
I got him within like the last 5 years or so.
Okay.
Where I traded my spare Karandax.
So here is a metal.
That's an old Wraithguard.
Yeah, and then compare him to the new Wraithguard.
They're not that much bigger, are they?
Oh, dude. Oh, and he's gonna make this guy look small.
So, the bases are different for sure.
Sure, the bases are different, but there we go. See?
Ta-da!
Look at their hips.
The hips don't lie.
The hips don't lie. So
the guns are still the same size and whatnot. I just picked up, like I was telling you, 5 more of those guys yesterday.
That's not the same gun.
No, that's a D-Can. Well, that's a D-Can and that's a D-Sight.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a current example of Tolo's work. And here's another one.
Well, and that's not even finished. These are basically test schemes that I was going, and that's what I was talking about, the vines on them.
And this one here, you can see there's some highlighting and shading in there. You can see the feathers. You can see there's color variation.
That was pre-airbrush too.
Pre-airbrush?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm tempted again to strip these guys and go back and do them again.
Got some interesting colors going on in the feather there. Is it a blend? No, it's just...
I know it's a bone with wash.
Bone wash?
And then gold.
For the feathers?
On the inside.
The head feather.
Oh, the head feather. No, the head feather is orange and yellow.
Okay. Either way, it's a very nice color scheme. I like it. It's this black bone, and then with the color accents in it.
And
I like
gold.
that.
So originally when I did Mogon Ra, he was the first one that I did, and I liked the colors on him. So I said, maybe I'll carry on that scheme.
Yeah, I like that color scheme. It's very cool. Yeah. That's all of them? That's all of them.
That's all the ones I brought.
Yeah. So that's a bit of an example. We'll definitely have to get some close-ups of his work, just so that people can appreciate his work.
Yeah. But again, the whole point of me bringing this is don't be afraid. Don't think you have to be like an expert out of the gate, because my painting has improved a bit. But as you can see, it wasn't out of the gate. And the paints again are doing it. Back then, you could get away with one layer because enamel again covers, right? It's an oil-based paint, and it covered well with one coat. You didn't really thin your enamel back then because it washed it off if you did.
Yeah.
And then chemicals and make you happy. But it held up, and the colors were more vibrant back then. But again, that's because they're oil-based.
Enamels are going to be more because when you lay an acrylic down, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, he's got a gloss coat on. Like I'm talking about a Primaris Marine here, and he's really vibrant blue, and that's only because he has a gloss coat on him. He's essentially the same color as that base.
Yep.
But look, he looks different, right?
Yeah.
Because of the gloss coat. And that's what enamels do. They have that hard candy-like finish to them, which maintains vibrancy.
And durability, as you can see, because the metal, because again, this is 20-some-year-old paint that really hasn't chipped off.
Yep.
Like you had to back then, because people always dropping them.
Oh yeah, well, plus too, everybody used to roll the dice all the time, just
yeah.
It's like a goddamn casino crap table, and everybody's whipping the dice across the damn table.
And we didn't have that mouse mat material back then either. It was either the felt gamepad was the highest,
felt or the grass one,
the big, which I still wish they made. Those were only $20 then too.
Yeah.
They're like best bang for your buck.
Yeah, Games Workshop would make a killing now selling those.
Yeah, but now they sell the neoprene 4x4s for like $90 Canadian, right?
Where are we?
With the brush, yes. I painted what?
Oh, painted with the brush.
Yeah, everything back then was painted with a brush. Nobody used an airbrush. I don't remember anybody using an airbrush.
The Gim. Did this become the Antique Roadshow 40K?
Right here, in its natural habitat, we have.
This is some old stuff, man. I love looking through the old stuff. I can't wait to get back up north because I'm going. That's where I'm vacationing. I'm heading back up north, and
you still have stuff there.
Yeah, my brother-in-law has 10,000 points of my chaos.
You can take them back.
Oh no, but I want to get some pictures of them and stuff. Yeah.
He didn't repaint them. He didn't put them in a big vat of green stuff.
I'm hoping he kept them. Because there was a point there, I think, where he was kind of just purging.
He's going to start selling them?
Just purging, man. I have no idea what.
Your sister-in-law?
I have no idea.
Your sister or your sister-in-law?
Brother-in-law.
No, so your sister would have made him get rid of it, you mean?
Your sister-in-law.
No, your sister.
No,
he's your brother-in-law.
He's my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And so his wife.
Yeah.
My wife's brother.
Yes.
Okay, what part?
Okay, I get it now. Okay. So your sister-in-law would have made him throw it out.
Yes.
Not throw them out. Get rid of them.
Sure. Or girlfriend or whatever.
Because he doesn't have his...
Yeah. He's short some testicles, I know.
Let me check her purse. Doesn't watch the show, does he?
I don't know. No, you know what? His son does though.
Oh.
Yeah, his son because he watches it.
Uncle Kris says, "Go tell your dad."
Because he likes watching Uncle Kris on YouTube. Lord of Midgets, Kris has licked enough lead to build a resistance to its effect. His IQ can't take any more hits. No, Goblin Green base is the best base. His best base. Why? Who's got Goblin Green? Oh yeah, well, yeah. Screw you, Goblin Green base. You know, all
but it's got
my
texture
army,
paint on it.
All my army has it. Even that Phantom Titan, he's got it. The Wraith Knights got it. The Flyers have it. Everything's got the Goblin
I don't
Green
remember
base.
anybody really doing up their bases back then either.
Not everybody painted their models.
No.
Even at some point, I started to get a little lazy and started playing without all my painted models. Because when
Then there was Yvonne.
right, exactly. Well, no, because I mean, like when we got into second edition,
Yeah.
everybody's army started growing really big, right? But I mean, like when I used to playing with like McRae and everybody, with our gaming group, we had a very strict rule. You couldn't play your model until it was painted.
Really?
Oh yeah, we were very strict on that because
The club? We never did that at the club.
No, the club never did. No,
Well, considering it took 8 hours to play one game.
exactly.
Nobody had time to paint.
Exactly.
8th edition was the best thing that ever happened. Make things go fast.
Yeah, yep, definitely. The game, those old Eldar models were notorious for breaking very easily.
Maybe the accessories, but they're all one piece.
Yeah, well, like Jane's
the
R was
Exar.
a pain.
Oh yeah,
Jane's
her
R was a pain.
tricycle,
Yeah.
tricycle, whatever, always fell off.
Tricycle?
Tricycle, yeah.
Tricycle?
Get off the tricycle.
Plasma Plays. Has anyone have any suggestions on how to paint a cape for a Space Marine commander? Oh, Dr. Sanchez, with a brush. With a brush. How do you paint it?
With the brush. That's why this is way the brush.
Way of the brush.
The brush went that way.
It all depends on how you want to go about painting it, right? Do you want to stay with darker colors within the recesses? Do you want to go with a brighter cape? Do you want to go darker cape? I mean, doing a Space Marine Commander's cape is just like doing any other cape. But how do you want to go about it? What colors are the Marine's armor? That'll kind of guide you as to where you want to lay your colors, right? If your color scheme on the armor is bright, you might want to go darker. If your Marine armor is dark, you might want to go lighter, right?
Well, here's a point then. Do you paint a character first to establish your base, or do you paint a trooper first and then you paint your?
If you're making up a color scheme, yeah, I'd always start with a trooper. Yeah.
See, I went the other way around.
You start with a character and then...
Yeah, I did Mogons, right? And I said, oh, okay,
Sure.
right? And it's like, oh.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, like, you went with the whole skull motif.
Yeah.
And you painted the bone colors like bone.
Yeah.
Right? So...
But then you did Wraithguard. Then I did the Wraithguard with...
Again,
bone.
but I mean, that's Iended. Yeah. Or Uthwi. That's the
Uthwi.
Uthwi color scheme.
It's throw more white and black. See,
No,
I
it's
didn't want to
bone.
go to exactly, but he's going to have golden knee pads.
Okay.
Eventually. And I haven't done all the gemstones and whatnot on him either, right?
Right.
Like, I haven't touched this guy in like 3 years now, so...
Yeah. But what I'm saying, though, is like, that's somewhat already established color schemes.
Yeah.
And Mogan Ra, I mean, like, he's black with the bone, so you can already,
The Dark Reapers are like that, right?
You know, whereas grabbing an Eldar Guardian and then
Yeah.
just started doing it, right? You'd have been kind of all over the place until you found a color scheme that you liked. But usually, when you're working on a whole new brand new color scheme, rather than using the model to be the inspiration, see, Mugen Ra was the inspiration for the rest of it, rather than trying to come up with a whole new kind of color scheme, right? So, yeah.
And I try not to make standard color schemes because then I feel it ties you in too much.
Sure.
Right?
I like...
Because whoever's seen, like, purple salamanders, right?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's your army. I mean,
Yeah.
Yvonne used to do his Space Wolves yellow.
But they're anti-Space Wolves because they're upside down.
Whatever. Sorry, Yvonne. But that's crazy.
Does he watch?
That's crazy. I have no idea. But anyway, just in case he does one day, maybe.
One day, yeah.
But anyway, but I mean, that takes us back to painting Tau painting Tau skin like flesh and painting orcs pink. I mean, like, painting whatever you want.
But if you read the lore,
But if you read the lore,
it's a plant. So then there's pink plants,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
Nowhere I've ever seen is like their color is this. Oh, then Ultramarines have to be blue because they have a paint named after them. Any other colors hearsay? Or heresy. Hearsay.
Hearsay?
Hearsay.
Hearsay or heresy?
Heresy.
It's
heresy.
Lord of Midgets, don't be afraid. One day, maybe Kris will bring you into his private room, dress you up like him, and then parade you on the internet for people to oogle your man boobs to. Did I just read that?
Is he dreaming?
I don't know. C.W. Kreiner, why do brushes get destroyed after one mini? Because you're not cleaning them properly.
Or taking care of them.
Or taking care of
Or
them.
you're dipping them too far in the paint.
You're dipping them too far in the
Or
paint.
you're pushing too hard on the models.
Or you're pushing too hard on the model.
Or you've dropped them. Do not dry them point up either.
Do not dry them. Oh, and don't leave them in the water. Bristles down.
That's right.
That's also another one. Yeah. I have a whole bunch of videos on brush care in Mini Wargaming Vault.
You can restore them.
You can restore the bristles.
To some point.
You know what? Those synthetics, I have a wicked time trying to restore the point on a synthetic brush.
Yeah.
Bristle brush, yeah. If it gets a little bent, I can always boot and recondition it.
Yeah.
But the synthetics, no, I don't snip.
No?
No snippy.
No snippy whippy? No snippy.
Anyway. Yeah, so I don't usually snip the bristles. I can remember back in the day though, like when I bought my brushes, but I mean that was long before I even knew how to properly care for the brushes.
That's when brushes were like $3 each too.
Yeah, I was using.
I
I was using like those crappy
Citadel starter brushes. Everybody did.
Yeah.
Or the really
the
plastic.
testers. Yeah, the white the handle with the plastic black bristles. Oh yeah, I was using that stuff too.
Think of a nail brush from nowadays. That's what the nylon was like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Let's find the coarsest hair we can.
But yeah, I mean, like, why do brushes get destroyed after one mini? Because
you don't take care of them.
You're not taking care of your brushes.
Take care of your brushes.
I have many videos on how to take care of your brushes, how to restore brushes, and proper procedures for preserving your brushes even as you are working.
Yeah.
All in the Mini Wargaming Vault.
Ignore the licking of them, though.
That's such a bad habit. Don't get me started on that. Oh, anyway. Lord of Midgets, airbrushes took off in the last 5 years is basically when military models started to get detention on places like YouTube. Goblin green, then dry brush yellow, maybe a little green flock. Yep, exactly. I like that. I like green bases. I'm sorry, but anyway. But yeah, airbrushes took off in the last 5 years? No, it was earlier than that.
They've been around, just in popularity, like nobody... Like, again, who's the first person you knew that used an airbrush? Before YouTube.
Before YouTube?
Yeah.
He went by Eldinesh on the internet, and he had done Phantom Titan, and it was a lime green.
And was he on YouTube though?
No.
Oh.
No.
So I don't remember. I literally do not remember.
It was on a website, but I mean, it was beautiful color fades, and it's like, that's amazing because I mean, it was on that big Phantom Titan, and I mean, like, it was beautiful color fades, and it's like, he must have spent like all this time blending the colors and stuff like that. And then I read an article. No, I just airbrushed it.
Or spray canned it.
No, he said airbrush.
Graffiti.
No, he said airbrush.
Okay.
The artist himself who painted the model
said
said he used this. He used this, right? So anyway, I've known about airbrushes in the hobby for a long time, and I know a lot of people used to back in the day, and there's still some people out there who consider it today cheating.
Yeah. It's efficiency.
It's not cheating because
you don't ride a bicycle still because cars are around. Oh, that's cheating.
No, I mean, like, using an airbrush takes just as much nuance and skill as using a regular brush.
And remember, I asked you when I first started, are you going to use more paint or less paint? And you said you're going to waste a lot more paint.
Yeah.
And it's true.
You do. You go through more paint.
Yeah.
You do go through
because
more paint.
What you don't use, you can't really pour stuff back in.
No, because if you make a mixture,
yeah,
it's not going into any kind of bottle. You're dumping it.
Well, no, not even then. Even if you do and you dump it back in, you're still not going to get everything out of there. Whereas all you're losing is a paintbrush or a tip.
And then, here's one. Yeah, because I mean, I'll use Citadel Air, and I'll sometimes use the Citadel Air thinner, but then sometimes I'll use a different thinner, and I can't put that back in the bottle because I've used a different thinner. And
then cleaning it and everything you get lost between the cup and the needle.
Yeah, they got to clean the brushes all the damn time.
Yeah.
So there's there's this much prep work, this much work when airbrushing. Then there's this much prep work when you're bristle brushing, and then there's this much work when you're bristle brushing. So it's half and half almost. Well, you're probably getting more work done with bristle brushes than you are, but you can cover more volume, more models with an airbrush in a single phase as opposed to a bristle brush where you're taking a double paint, putting it onto your palette, even a wet palette, and then working across the model, and working across the model, and working across the model,
Well, then it's-
versus an airbrush where you just...
Then spray cans are cheating too, because you can prime with
Sure.
you can prime with a brush,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
right?
Definitely. Yeah, so no, airbrushing and stuff like that's not cheating. It's another tool, and it's not modernization. It's just if you got a lot of crap to get done,
Yeah.
you need an airbrush. Yeah. You need an airbrush. You know.
Somebody asked. He goes, "What can I do to improve this?" Jason, you can't really post links or pictures in chat. He was asking about any suggestions to do further with this, and then colon and.
Oh, no! Send me an email, Kris@miniwargaming.com. It's in the description below. Send me an email. It's the easiest way, and then send the picture as an attachment. Don't send it as a link to Imager or PhotoBucket or Flickr.
Oh, don't mention PhotoBucket. You heard about the whole thing with PhotoBucket, right?
No.
They switched to like a paid. You have to have a paid account now. So if you go with like Daka, the forum, you'll see a lot of missing links.
Okay.
Because they got rid of those links unless you're a subscriber, and if you weren't a subscriber by a certain time, your pics are gone. So all those old, you'll see PhotoBucket picture cannot be found, and like a placeholder. There's a big kerfuffle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way,
So don't use PhotoBucket, kids.
just don't send me links. Send it as an attachment in the email.
Yeah.
Plasma plays. The armor is pretty dark, using Cantor blue as the main color. So I was thinking of some kind of brighter red for the cape accents. Sure. Yeah. Definitely. You could start off with a black on the cape and build up to a darker red along the outer edges or on the high points of the folds. That would look very cool. You could start off with a brighter red and build up to a bright edge, almost to a yellowish at the highlights, right? It all depends on which way you want to go about it. I think doing the red in the same fashion, if you're doing like Cantor blue, if you're doing like, say, Crimson Fists, where your emblem is like that deeper red, I would stay with a darker red for the cloak. Of course, you could also go with, say, like a white. White would look really cool, especially against that dark armor. A white would look cool, either being cool white or warm white, whichever one you want.
Aqua.
Aqua? Sure, you can go aqua.
Well, it's a dark. If it's a dark blue,
You go- yeah.
it'd be almost like your Wraith Guard.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you could go with a dark blue armor with like a light blue as the cape. Sure, yeah, that'd be okay too. Staying within cool colors, almost being not quite monochromatic, but in that realm. Yeah, you could do that, something like that too. So yeah, you have many options, but if your armor is dark, typically you do the cloak and the details in a brighter color, right?
Or a dark red cape. That's kind of
that's
traditional, right?
Well, that's what I said. Like, you can start off black and build the red out on top of black, or he could start with a red and build out to a brighter red,
and then shade it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's many different ways. It's really what do you want to do?
So there was a brush question in there too.
Uh,
Second from the bottom, John Suter.
Well, I'm not that far yet.
Oh, you're only 2 lines up. It was on a website, Chris. Yes.
Oh. CW Kreiner, my buddy, just spray painted his Stormcast gold and called it a day. You know what though? That spray gold, that Retributor gold, if that's what he used on the Stormcast, it looks really cool. That Stormcast, that gold that the GW sprays, looks really, really cool on just the bare plastic. It just sticks to the model really well, and it's so shiny, and it's almost like a mirror chrome kind of clarity to it. It's really, really good.
I prefer darker golds for some reason.
Sure, you can always shade it, right?
No, but I don't like shiny, bright golds.
No, like
these guys,
like the altar there.
Even then, that's not that shiny.
Oh, well, it used to be real shiny.
Clean the dust off. Who's got an air duster?
Yeah, I don't know, but anyway,
it's like almost like his nails.
Yeah, it's really bright. John Suter, Kris, here's a good brush question. I'm a longtime painter. Finally replaced one of my Winsor Newton Series 7, Winsor Newton Series 7. My new brush has a single stray hair that sits out of whack and won't hold the point well.
That's what I was telling you. Snip.
He tried to recondition it to a point with the brush cleaner and no luck. Any other suggestions? I almost tempted to just burn it. Well, don't burn it. With that one stray hair, yeah, I mean, if it's one stray hair, you could tweezer it and pull it out, I suppose. Reconditioning should have worked.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, I use...
Or a softener of some sort. Like an actual hair conditioner.
Yeah.
Because if you use like a shampoo or an acidic stuff, it's just going to make it
I use
rougher.
This is great conditioner right here. This is what I use all the time. Masters brush brush cleaner.
Yeah.
That's what I use all the time, and that's how I condition my brushes.
See, I wouldn't recommend tweezering it though. I always
Just
find
pull that hair?
Yeah.
Sure, you can just pull that right out of there.
I always have the fear that's going to loosen something up inside. That's why I prefer to cut it right at the ferrule.
Winsor Newton, the way they show, the way they do it,
is it inside the wood, like they drill a hole?
They tie it. It's tied. It's a bundle. Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
Way of the brush. It's the way of the brush.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
So anybody, I don't know if you can see the text on it or not.
It's a trunk brush. It's huge.
It says way of the brush. It's a Series 7. And yeah, I mean the way they show how they make these Series 7s is that they bundle the hair and it's tied off. I think it might be glued when it goes into the furrow, but
I would hope so.
yeah.
I don't know if I would trust just the tie down.
That's how brush has been made for centuries, man. Maybe some tar in there, just some pitch or something like that. Just, you know what I mean? Just to bind those hairs. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, should be fine. The tweezering the hair might work, but that's what I use to condition. If you don't want to pull that hair, which I really wouldn't think you'd have to. I mean, but I use Master's brush soap, and I have many videos on using it and how to preserve your brush, because that is like 88% of 80%. Yeah, let's go with 88% of your brush care is using that soap. Well, not just that soap. Any brush soap should do, but I like that stuff. That's Master's brush care.
I wonder if water would do it. Like, I have hard water at home.
Oh, you think like the hard water's doing it?
Yeah, because you don't get the lather, right? Because what type of water are you using? That could be would distilled water. I don't know if that would.
That's interesting. Yeah, I had not stopped to consider that one. The different waters we use.
Because I wasn't used to hard water until I moved where I am now. Because we never had hard water, right?
Right.
Where I lived in Ottawa, never had hard water. And then people are like, "Got a water softener?" I'm like, "What? Why do I need a water softener?" You can tell when you're low on the salt because stuff doesn't lather, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if your water actually has something to do with it. I would go get a bottle of water. Try using a bottled water first, if you do have hard water, to see if. Make sure you're using softened water. I don't know.
Yeah, or boil some, distill it, and you know,
or spend $1 and go get a big, huge jug of it.
Nah, just boil the son of a gun and just leave it.
Well, it's not like but it's not going to be the first time or the only time you're going to use it.
No, I know, but if he does a big pot of it and then bottles it all up and saves it for when he's painting, right? Hair conditioner is good. Hair conditioner is another good idea. I'm not particularly fond of it, just because I don't know. It's the same reason like using regular Dove shampoo and stuff like that to condition my brushes or clean my brushes and stuff.
Well, you would use shampoo, which is the acid,
right?
But then you would have to condition it.
But I mean, like, there's different strengths in soaps.
Yeah, that's why you use baby soap.
Right,
or baby shampoo.
Right, but is this soap the same as baby soap?
Don't know.
Right, because I mean, like, I can use Irish Spring and I can use lava. Right.
Yeah.
Irish Spring gets my hands clean. But when I got oil and grease on my hands, I prefer lava.
Yeah.
Right? Because that stuff just comes right off.
Yeah.
So.
Or Dawn dish soap.
Yeah, with the ducks and everything. Yep. Anyway.
Use hair. Just be careful with hair conditioner. Won't hurt it.
No, it's because not. No. Any of these soaps are not going to hurt it because they're not acidic.
Yeah. Well, the pH level in soap by nature is higher.
Is it? Yeah.
Because it's more acidic, right? Yeah. That's why you always should use a conditioner because.
But it's not like a solvent. It's not like you're
It's not caustic. You mean? It's
not
that caustic. Yeah. It is a higher pH, but it's not something that's going to burn.
Right.
Right. But over a while, if all you do is you shampoo, your hair you're going to feel it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's
going to dry out. It's going to blah blah blah. And
you do have to condition the hairs because real hairs like sable, like Series 7s. Are real hairs.
Came from an animal.
Yeah, minks. And but the synthetics, I mean, I don't care about synthetics. I was using.
You don't condition a synthetic. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
rubbing alcohol.
Yeah. When I'm talking about taking care of your brushes, I'm talking about your good quality sable hair brushes.
Yeah.
You should still take care of your synthetic brushes and all your less expensive brushes, but the brushes that you really spend a lot of money on, because like this size of brush here.
Somebody had to sell their child.
That size of brush. This is a number 2 brush, I believe, or number 1. I think it's a number 2.
That's got to be a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, I think this is a 2. And these 2s go for, I think, damn near $30 from Windsor Newton. So
doesn't it kill you that you get like 1/10 the hair and it only costs you like $2 cheaper for the other ones?
Yeah.
But I guess it's a process of making it, I guess.
It is,
right?
because they say those are all handmade, and that's why they're expensive, because they're still handmade, right?
I had a discussion with somebody at Curry's. I'm like, why do we ban sable? That's why these are all expensive, because the majority of the manufacturers come from Russia.
Yeah.
Right? Because of the minks, or whatever.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, oh, it's the way they treat them. I'm like, do they have to kill them? You know what I mean? Or just is some guy going by with a shaver and just make a ton of brushes?
I don't know. Apparently, it's supposed to be something like the whole chicken thing, where they're just all in these pens.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there, and they're just, and waiting to get shaved, I guess. I have no idea.
But do they kill them before they shave?
No. Why would you?
I don't know.
The stuff grows back, right? I don't know. Maybe
it doesn't go back. I don't know.
Or maybe it's coming from young.
Could be.
Right?
But so does veal. People eat veal.
Sure. I'm not saying the world's not flawed.
You saying veal is bad?
I love it.
Hard water as in ice? No. Hard water as in the mineral content in your water. See, distilled water has no mineral content in it. That's why they say you should never drink distilled water. It's because it's got nothing in it that's going to satisfy you in your body. It literally is the neutralist water, I guess you can get. Whereas hard water has minerals in it.
Yeah, it's the minerals.
And you really don't get anything out of it. Where to soften hard water, they actually use a salt.
Right.
Which always didn't make sense to me. And I've never gone into the science of it, but it works. Because, again, I have hard water at home. If I don't use a water softener, you do not get a lather. It literally is, you could take shampoo, soap, do this, and it's literally just oil and water or whatever it is. Whereas you did that with soft water and soap, you get bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Kris is
Ruri? What was that?
Yeah, it's Ruri.
Ruri, right?
Yeah.
Ruri. Surely something like baby shampoo would be a shout. Sure. Yeah. The thing is really, I think what will be your test if the soap is going to be good to remove from, like, was going to clean your brush properly, is if you can handle, say, oil paint. Now, there's lots of oil paints out there, and you can just find a little bit of oil paint. Is a clean oil paint. That Master stuff, I've been using that for my oil paint brushes for years, and it cleans it just like that. I've never used shampoo to clean my oil paint brushes, and I can't imagine it does very well. I can't imagine even using Head and Shoulders.
Well, Head and Shoulders
and
really
on my brush. You know what I mean? To remove oil paint.
You would have to try with baby shampoo, but I don't know how.
I don't know. Is baby shampoo strong enough to remove oil?
Don't know. But again, Dawn dishwashing soap should be.
Sure. Maybe.
All right. So do you hit the Dawn first and then hit the baby shampoo?
I have no idea. I mean, that's a lot of experimenting. Whereas I can just go pick up my brush soap. I mean, sure, it costs a little bit more than a regular bar of soap.
Yeah.
But it lasts me forever. Yeah. So.
Quick, that's called Bill Nye.
Yeah. Guy Muir, all fair. Chris, has your present arrived? No.
You got sent a present?
Yeah, Guy Muir. Carl sent me a present. I'm waiting for
Carl.
Carl. Anyway.
Walking Dead people.
What was Glenn's favorite restaurant? Popeyes. Carl. Anyway. Stupid memes. John Sutter. Think it's a fault of manufacturing. I use Masters. I actually rep a national shampoo brand. We carry a keratin conditioner I'm thinking would help. I'll try it and report back. Yes, please do.
Then you can sponsor Kris.
Whatever. But
it's the meaning of the shampoo.
Try it. Let me know. I mean, let me know what brand of stuff does work. I mean, like, because there are many, many, many different kinds. And even in the brush soap game, there are many companies who produce brush soap.
Yeah, the first one I tried to use is like Pink Elephant, I think it's called.
Oh yeah.
It looks like it literally looks
like a Fight Club bar of soap.
But I didn't know what I was doing with it either, though. Right? But it wasn't a bar of soap; it was a liquid.
Oh, okay.
So it was pink something that I got at either Michael's or Curry's. I can't remember what.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do with it, right? So I was like, I put the brush on there, and I was like squeezing it like I would with dishwashing soap, and then I'm like rolling it around and not adding any water or anything, and I'm like, this shit ain't working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that little bottle that cost me $8 lasted me all of like a week.
Yeah.
Right? Because I didn't know what I was doing with it. But then getting the Master stuff, easiest thing you can think of, right?
Yeah.
Just roll it around, just roll it in there. It's like shaving, which I haven't really done in,
No. I shaved today.
Well, I shaved today too, except that there's a whole lot less to shave when you're growing a beard, right?
True enough. Getting pretty gray there, actually, in the middle.
I know. This is
Because like on camera, it looks really noticeable. See here,
it's the contrast.
It's the whole contrast. But there, it looks like
it's the blend.
Yeah, it's like he's got
the ash patch.
It's It's like Mel Gibson. He's got that crazy crap going on.
Does he?
Yeah,
I haven't seen Mel in forever.
and he's got like a big white chin thing going on.
I'm gonna just grow this part out.
Yeah. Dark Commission. I still advocate slicing off errant brush hairs. Sure.
Or burn them off.
It really... no, because then you run the risk. You're better off just grabbing a little pair of tweezers, grabbing that hair, and just...
I use my side cutters.
No, don't cut the damn thing, because then you run the risk of snipping other hairs. And
then
you're like,
correctly.
Then I got to trim this side. Then I got to trim this side. Then you're left with just one hair sitting in the middle.
Got it.
Got it. I did it.
I can paint with this.
Yeah,
paint.
Exactly. You're just like, I got this side. Oh, crap. And then, crap. And then,
If you screw up, just saying, Kris, your leftovers.
Yeah,
then you can show us, right? Don't do this to your brushes.
Mackenzie, with all the hair, with all that hair, how about you make a brush out of yourself for all the monkeys? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I want one.
No,
you got a gray hair right there. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. I got a gray hair.
You got one gray hair.
I've got one or two gray hairs. Yeah. I was teasing Dave the other day because he's getting gray. He's young. He's way younger than me.
You need some Grecian formula?
Yeah. Same with Matt. Matt's getting really gray too. Oh man. But I mean, Matt's got like 10 kids, so I'm gray too. Yeah. So you know what? What time we at? Holy crap! There's only 2 minutes left of this show.
Talk faster.
Okay. Old man Logan, Kris are got to go into steady hand mode and snip. Steady hand mode. That's what it's required. Steady hand mode, and just like a surgeon, got to get these things insured, right?
We've lost a patient.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my. Okay, so we're almost 2 minutes. 2 minutes after the show. We got.
I'm gonna catch. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna. I know it's. I've been in this situation many times. Do I end the show now, or do I do this long ass email?
Oh, see you, kids.
It's like, see you guys next week.
When he says,
all right, we'll do this last email.
It's not that long. It still fits on one page.
I know.
It is only 3 pictures.
I know. That's okay. We started the show a little bit late, didn't we? Were we late? Or
yeah, you were late. Remember I had to tase you?
Oh yeah. Okay. So anyway, headphones.
Email time. Email time.
Dancing Wraith card. Dun, dun, dun,
dun, dun. Start spreading the news. Anyway, this is from, holy man, I'm just going to say Frederick. I don't know. Is that like some sort of acronym to that?
I think you just
title?
went, achoo! Hey, I'm going with that. Can you fit that on a license plate? No, can't read it.
No. Anyway, okay, so.
New sick Gadwada.
Hello, Kris. Long-time viewer, first-time emailer. You said you'd run out emails, so point the first. You have seen this on Discord. Finally had the discipline to finish something. So painted up the Dark Imperium Marines to tabletop standard. I know there are some mistakes and especially some laziness behind some of the highlighting, but yeah, at least they are ready for war. Which is better than what I can say because I mean most of my Eldar are sitting unpainted right now. And yeah, exactly. So I mean,
and you never point out your flaws because nobody would ever notice.
Yeah, nobody would.
We're Canadians. We're too kind to.
Yeah.
That looks marvelous.
Yeah. We don't really see what it's more like, oh, that looks great, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, beauty paint job, eh?
Yeah. Take off, eh?
Oh, beauty. Anyway, point the second. Earned myself a sarcophagus marine. Great model. I love how GW has tried to make so many parts moving, ligaments, especially in the arms. Unfortunately, some of them requires some improvising to get enough friction so they don't fall into a weird position. Great model though. They were completely sold out first weekend, so I had to find an obscure hobby shop that actually had one left. Point the third. Who says that? Point the third. Anyway.
Well, I don't think English is necessarily his first language.
You don't think English is first language?
Because the sarcophagus guy is Dreadnought.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right? That's what
sure.
they technically are. It's they're dead.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Well, not really dead. Not yet dead Space Marines and sarcophaguses, right?
I get it. Cool. Okay, look at this depressed guy with his arms hanging. I am imaging him imagine him walking around the battlefield like the robot from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, aka depressed sarcophagus Marine.
So sad. Eeyore.
Yeah. So, question the only. I have a very simple and maybe annoying open question. I will paint all my initial UM tabletop. UM.
Ultramarines.
Oh, Ultramarines. Okay.
I'm guessing.
Okay. Tabletop SM. I love them fluff-wise, and I will game with them. Visually, others are more impressive and more fun to paint, whereby my golden demon aspirations will be tried out elsewhere. However, for the sarcophagus Marine, is there any little trick, hint, tips that you or the monkeys could help with this bad boy stand out more so he doesn't have to be all depressed? I will probably freehand a wreath around one of the UM symbols. That will get some nice green contrast like the standard bearer. Thank you for the show, and thank you for beforehand for any tips regarding how to spruce up this bad boy. Unfortunately, I won't make it live. This is up on the 12th of August. Life, you know.
Yeah, we got tips. Now we're in the show.
Suchenmi?
Sukami?
Sukmi?
Gesundheit.
Man, that was what I was trying to like. I was like what the? How do I say that? Like that's.
It's like what's that? Austin Powers.
Oh wait, YouTube. Yes, for reals. Crack that code. Oh, okay. Go Tolo. Crack that code.
Nusik Edwada. Our N great unclean one. Maybe you highlight that and put it into YouTube type of dealio, and you know how they have / people's channel names.
Okay.
But I thought you have to have.
All right, this goes for all the monkeys because
we're not smart. We don't do puzzles. Okay, give us a hint.
Yeah, I'm a freaking artist, man.
That's right.
This isn't the freaking Da Vinci Code here. So here are his Ultramarines, Primaris Marines, and these things look fantastic.
This is tabletop.
This is his tabletop. This is tabletop.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's tabletop, and he's like complaining. This
looks great. This looks great. This is fantastic.
Because he was saying these aren't his Golden Demon Awards. Well, nobody has time to paint Golden Demon Awards unless you're doing a one-off model and whatnot.
Well, let's have a look here. Is
that an artifact of the camera, or is that just top of his knee pad? It looks out of place, doesn't it?
That's the way. It's because the leg is going back. We're looking at the very top of the knee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Freehanding was good.
That's not implemented on the actual banner.
I believe that's skull sculpted, but that is printed. I believe he freehanded that, along with the little scripture writing thingies. Just having a quick look around here. Now it's a pretty straightforward paint job, right? It's a base coat and it looks like a highlight with maybe a shade wash here and there.
Yeah, it looks like a wash in there for
sure. He got some nice dry brushing. At least I think that's dry brushing on the plasma guns, or the Hell Blasters, what the hell they're called. It's a fantastic looking army. It looks fantastic, and it's definitely tabletop. Here is the dreadnought.
No, he's saying he wanted to do something with the actual model or the painting.
The painting, or he wanted or he wants it to not look like it's a sad dreadnought.
Well, you'd have to paint it first, right?
Yeah.
Sky blue. But I think it would be more the pose, right?
Yeah, because it's kind of like, it looks like it's rearing upwards.
His hands up in the air.
Well, because like we have one here, and I mean, like it's posed like a regular dreadnought where the eye is kind of pointing straight out, right?
Do these move?
Those I do pretty sure they do. Yeah, everything on even his arm and everything like that moves. It's an action figure.
Nice.
Yeah, essentially this guy's an action figure.
I'm not sure there's so much you could do paint-wise to make it look not sad or anything like that, because if that's how the model is itself, unless you literally paint a smiley face on it, well,
that would be silly. Yeah, I think
the Ultramarine U is a smiley face.
That's a long U
right on the front.
I think one of the things that you definitely could do to that Marine or the Dreadnought is some battle damage.
Oh no, but wouldn't that make it look sadder?
No, that'll make it look rough and tough, and you know what I mean. Like it's in battle.
I was thinking more shiny and new.
And I mean, I love the Gatling gun it gets, and put another Gatling gun underneath the hand.
Your guns need more guns.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have used the missiles. I would have put guns in there too. I'd have all guns on them. Because nobody argues and nobody thinks a guy with many, many guns is sad.
Or nobody's going to question
But
on it.
I think what it is because how paunchy it looks, and you have the torso kind of. It looks like at least from the angle of the camera, it looks like the torso is bent upwards from his hips, versus if he was bent forward more.
Like he's crouching.
Yeah, now it's because I mean
stalking.
The way it actually looks, because this whole section here, it actually hangs more like a big gut, like it's almost like a gorilla, right? Because he's missing also big shoulder pads that go on his sides here, so he has this very broad upper arms, like excuse me, like a gorilla. It's got all arms and very short legs, right?
A gorilla with like a football uniform.
Yeah, exactly. like these. That's what these things look like. They look like gorillas. Because, like, look how big the arm is in comparison to his legs.
Yeah.
Right? And gorillas have great big long ass powerful arms, but short ass little legs. This guy's basically a silverback. And
So you're saying angle him down more.
I think angling that torso more in line with the way his legs are orientated. I think.
Almost like he's going to reach for something.
Yeah, now angled upwards is fine. Because, I mean, it looks like he's kind of like, he's like rearing up and he like, you know, his gun, especially with his gun, and he's like, you know, shooting at air targets and stuff like that, right? It all looks really, really cool. The Gim, paint a smiley face on the Dreadnought. Super happy now.
See? He agrees with me. We agreed on something. Yeah. Mark this day down.
Yeah.
You want to make him look happier? If this was Gim's model, he'd put an Eldar in the fist getting, like, squished.
So... yeah, so thank you for sending that in.
Is that it?
Frederick, yeah, there was only 3 pictures he had there. Thank you for sending that in. Fantastic stuff. Again, send me more. Send me what else, however you work out, however you fix the sad robot look that is not quite working for you. And yeah, so I think we're done. It's already 10 minutes past, and we're done. And I think Dave and I think we're gonna play a game.
I've yet to play 8th.
I think we're going to go some fisticuffs and do a little bit of 8th edition, I think.
After lunch,
apparently. So...
people got to eat.
People have to eat. So, if you have any questions, comments, you want to show off what you're working on, maybe you want to help with some color schemes, or maybe you're a commission painting service and you want to drum up some extra exposure, which I'm more than happy to do for anybody, of course. Send your questions, comments, and you know what you're showing off to Kris@miniwargaming.com. It's in the description below. Of course, join me on Facebook and also Discord. It's all in the description below. Discord's been blowing up. I mean, like, you're on Discord, and I mean, like, you know,
if people want feedback. In the meantime, because you'll be gone for 2 weeks at least.
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna be gone. Well, I'll check in periodically, but yeah.
But other monkeys can chime in too.
Well, I'm gonna
use Discord.
I'm actually going. It's actually going to be a little bit of camping, so I'm actually going to be away from technology and stuff. Yeah,
that's not allowed.
Yeah, but I'm going to be. I'm trying to take lots and lots
of nature pictures.
Of selfies. No, of pictures. Yeah.
Hipster in the woods.
Hipster in the woods. No, I'm not a hipster.
This is me and the squirrel. This is me and the pine cone.
Yeah, I don't do much selfie type things.
I never understood them.
Yeah, I have no interest in them. I mean, some of them, sometimes if I think of something clever, but then I think it's clever and it's like, oh, no, it's not.
Then your wife thinks it's stupid.
Yeah, and I'm like,
yeah, but you gotta remember this. Whatever a wife thinks is stupid is actually hilarious to other guys.
True enough, yes. The barometer of truth is a woman's anger. So.
Chris. Dash Chris.
Oh, I've thought of all sorts of. I thought of it is a segment of show I thought of, and it's
wait, the quotes.
It's quotes from a sad perverted bastard or something like that. It was something like that. A sad perverted man, and I have a few things because anybody who knows me in real life knows how I talk, and you know. So anyway. We're closing this out. So,
bye.
In the description below, have links for T-shirts. You want to look nice and manly, of course, like in the intro of the show, where everybody's sporting their shirts.
Even I'm sporting my shirt.
Even Polo.
I was the only shirt burster.
Yeah, that's right. You used the shirt burster. You know, I should have had like light emanating,
like a Superman.
Yeah, like Superman. Yeah, but instead we're both in plaid for some reason.
Yeah, I was even wearing a plaid shirt.
Your plaid is like blue, but there it looks like blue. Oh, no, that's right. I adjusted the color.
That's right. Remember, we're not red.
That's right. So, again, in the description below. Email, Facebook, T-shirts, Patreon. That's the other one. Patreon. Patreon has been fantastic. Everybody's been supportive and stuff like that. And so, of course, if you don't want to support the Patreon, but you want to support Kris in some other means, like, comment, share the video, and all that other YouTube goodness. That all helps, of course.
I'd say buy a handle, but you haven't had them up for sale in a while.
Oh, right, the handles. I forget. Oh no, because I want to get my new handle done. Did I show you the new version? Okay, I'll show you after the show. And of course, yeah, joining on Discord though. The Discord has been fantastic. It's been a lot of fun, and we've been doing game nights and stuff like that. I'm sure you've seen on the channel. I've done game nights. It's been a lot of fun. And so, any last words of wisdom from Tolo Canadian? Cadan.
Wear plaid. Be a man.
Be a man. Wear plaid.
That's right.
Because when in Canada,
do as the Canadians.
Do as the Canadians.
A.
Oh, BDA. Take care of your brushes. They'll take care of you, and I will see you guys. In like 3 weeks. Because unless of course,
at least 2, potentially 3.
Potentially 3.
Off. So yeah, you'll see them in 3.
I don't
maybe
know.
4. It might be a whole month.
But maybe I'll work out an internet thing, and maybe I'll do
Kris live from the bush.
Live from the bush.
Live from the bush. Oh no, that's a whole different program. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
I don't think we can go any lower than that. That's it.